I could never bring myself to sticker a MacBook, even if it wasn't mine. Even if it was a hand-me-down, I'd be like, it's just too crispy. It's too crispy.
It is too crispy, but fuck it. Who gives a fuck?
It's like getting a Tesla and just throwing a bumper sticker on that bitch, like, honk if you're horny. On my Tesla. Yeah, no. Hell nah. Can't do it. Is that really a bumper sticker that people have? Or is it just
I don't know, but it's about to be.
And here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 114 of Insensitive Culture. You should know me.
So what?
You should know him.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
For some reason, you should definitely know because we are
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
I forgot the crowd,
Oh, shit.
but we deserve it. We deserve the crowd
Every week.
every week. Still have that mustache, huh?
What's up, fellas? It ain't going nowhere.
It's going away
ain't
now
going
because your
nowhere.
beard is coming in.
I'll reshave it, dog. It don't matter.
I mean, you should. Now
I'm gonna.
it's a part of your long hair.
It is me.
Big mustache.
It is
look.
Blazer. Blazer is the stash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are one.
All right.
This ain't no playoff beard or mustache. This is no Movember bullshit. It's here to stay till I die.
Oh, Blazer Sanchez.
No, not that long.
Blazer Sanchez.
Did your dads
I love that.
have mustaches?
Blazer Ramon Sanchez.
Did your dad have mustaches back in the day?
Bro, my dad
Like
had
90s?
Yeah,
90s
yeah, yeah.
stashes?
Yeah.
early on. My dad had the Puerto Rican mustache, not the thin one.
Okay.
But it was just like it was a mustache similar to yours, and I always laugh because when he had that mustache, he had the full Michael Keaton Batman outfit for
He would wear
Halloween one year.
mustache.
And he had, it was the full thing, but he had the fucking mustache. So any photos, I have to look for that photo. It's
Of a mustachioed
it's like a physical
Batman.
photo.
Awesome.
It's not like a photo that's in my phone, but
Is it a Polaroid?
Yeah, he had the
actual
fucking
printed.
thick ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had the full thick ass, like the mustache, but dressed up like Michael Keaton. I'm like, bro, you couldn't get into character and just shave that shit off. It didn't look good in the first place, bro.
It was part of him.
said
So
nah.
my dad in the 90s, early 90s, he had like the Fu Manchu where it got long on the sides almost, dude. And like I see these pictures of him and I want to die, and I want my kids to feel the same way when they see these pictures. I also want them to die. So
Okay.
that's where we're at right now.
That's your whole thought?
No, it's just
like
it's
I
just
don't
a
even
perk.
have kids
It's
right
just-
now, but-
it's just a perk. One day,
One day
they'll
when
see
I
it
do
and
have
they'll
it.
want to die of shame and embarrassment, and I'll be like, word.
You don't think that you don't think that we have other content that would make them die of
Oh
embarrassment?
no, they're fucked.
There's plenty of other shit.
All three of us. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This isn't just exclusive to me.
No, we're good.
All our kids are in for a treat one day.
Yeah. So, son,
They should all get together and just get super drunk and listen to the entirety of Insensitive Culture together
Yeah. Well, son,
for like
3
3 days in a row.
the reason why she had that beer bottle was
For you early
Tell me the
listeners,
story about
Yeah.
the Corona
You know.
again.
tell me the story about the piano and the Corona bottle.
Dad, why don't you drink Corona anymore?
Actually, son,
It's
I
all
drink
I
Corona.
drink.
Yeah, it's all
Actually,
I've learned to chug them. Yeah.
that'll be fun one day. That'll be fun.
I think that when, by the time they get to the age where that would be embarrassing and we still keep this shit up and we gain that following and have that traction,
Right.
they won't give a fuck
They'll be too rich
because
son.
all of that gave you what you have now, motherfucker.
Word.
So
Yeah.
I'm speaking to my adult kids now, motherfucker. Those stories got you where you are today.
That's facts. That's
Truth. Truth. Preach.
Truth.
What they
Truth
say?
with an
Church.
Church. All right. So, yo, hit us with some questions, bro.
Hit us with some questions. All right, first question. Y'all ready?
Ooh. Let go.
Would you rather have a 3-inch dick or only last 30 seconds during sex?
I'm leaning towards 3-inch dick.
I bet you are. It wouldn't be much of a change.
30
would it?
seconds.
Oh, what?
30 seconds?
30
What?
seconds. I mean,
Nah, bro.
30 seconds?
Don't try to play me like that. I'll
It's like, I'll be
sacrifice.
going.
I'll sacrifice the inches.
I will shave off 8 inches to go down to 3 just to pick that one for you guys.
Big
for
facts.
you guys.
Just for the sake of this conversation. Yeah.
I mean, no, I mean, if you every time you know it's just going to be 30 seconds, like what? That's
what is the use?
I mean, it's still fun. I guess it's cool because you're busting mad quick, but
Yeah.
that's not
Do
going
you
to be
get
very
like?
fun for her.
Do you get like quick re-energy? Like you
No, I don't think you don't got a fast. No,
you got a
you don't got a
standard,
fast
like-
recharge. Just that normal refractory period.
Yeah.
that's what you're working with. Yeah,
You're the male lion in the den. You just
I mean, yeah. In that kind of society, that plays, that works.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna do shit.
word.
But when she go talking to her girlfriends, if that female lion goes over and she starts blabbing to her chicks like, "Oh, my man only lasting 30 seconds,"
They ain't trying to go through that embarrassment. They don't talk shit until the relationship is over.
so they don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to feel bad.
True
yeah.
that,
So that's fair.
Yeah, like you're.
Like then all the shit.
What was
talking
that
comes
shit?
out.
The Twinkie dick or some shit?
Yeah, the chicken nugget.
The chicken nugget. Yeah,
A Twinkie. It could be worse than a Twinkie. That's pretty
true
fat.
that, true that.
Yeah, at least that has the girth.
It does. That's what I was thinking.
Word, I was
Those
gonna
are
say
fucking
3
pretty.
inches. I'll go 3
Yeah.
inch wide. 3 inches wide. I'm good.
Now wait. Is a Twinkie 3 inches?
Nah, I feel like a Twinkie is like 4.
Oh, we
I mean,
have
still.
to find out. We're gonna do some
Because
quick
if it's about the
research.
size, if it's about the size of a Twinkie and the girth of a Twinkie, I can do some
Ooh,
damage with that.
3.9 inches.
3.0. So it's almost.
So it'd
it's
be
almost
shorter
10
than a
inches.
Twinkie. It'd be like a Twinkie with the top cut off.
Yeah,
Just the tip, so
but
the
as
cream
long as
comes out.
as long as you have the Twinkie girth,
If the Twinkie.
I think
girth-
you would do some dirt. You do some damage there.
Do we have the length of a ho-ho, Johnny?
I bet it's bigger than a Twinkie.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I don't think so.
That
No.
same type of packaging.
I
feel like
think
they
that's
come
3
in.
inches.
That's 3. That's 3.
I
That's
think
right.
so. I think so. Ho-hos are pretty small.
Ho-hos are 5 3/4 inches.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Damn.
Damn.
She'd be like, "All right, girl, you ready for this?
You ready for
ready
this
for this
Twinkie?
ho-ho? Ready for this ho-ho?
Nah, you ready for
She's
this
like, nah, give me that ho-ho."
You ready for this Twinkie? It's small and fat, and it's gonna last forever.
And it's like swirly with cream. It's so weird.
Oh man,
So are we all in agreement? 3-inch dick and
I tell you,
Yeah, for sure.
no busting in 30 seconds. Huh?
30 seconds.
Nah, I couldn't.
That is.
man.
But what if you had like a 10-inch dong,
What
like
the fuck?
something
What
to
is
be
the
proud
point?
of?
What's the point?
I mean, maybe she gets a good solid 30 seconds out of it.
Like, yo, he has the biggest dick, but I can't get him to last
like
longer
a-
than 30 seconds.
What's
It's
3
like a
inches? I
key.
need a fucking
It just
ruler
fits.
out here.
I'm gonna say this right here, Johnny.
Is that 3 inches?
I'm guessing. I don't know. Here, walk. Come here real quick. Let me.
And we're talking 3 inches hard, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's
No,
like
soft.
a
That could turn
fucking-
into like
Soft
7, 8.
is
We
like
don't know.
a fucking what, like
Yeah.
an inch and a half or some shit.
It's got to be. I mean, what
Oh,
kind
that'd
of
be
kind of
rough,
shrinkage
bro.
are we talking about?
That
Yeah.
life is rough.
That's
So
the
you wake up
only
in the
time-
morning.
Bro, how do
dude.
you even like take a shit without pissing on the fucking in the air and shit?
You can't do both at the same. You got to pee and then you got to sit down and shit. You can't do both.
Nah, damn, man. That's a tough
Or
fucking
just-
choice.
Or just sit at an angle.
But still, it busted in 30 seconds. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you
I'd
get
take
married and then she's just stuck with it, then it don't matter. Where's
that.
she
I mean,
going?
if she gets to the point
You
where
got
she
a big
married you,
hanger.
I mean, if
She
you got a
already knew.
3 inch dick, you better have
She
that
already knew.
fucking downtown game working hardcore.
Let's
Get that
assume you do.
lengua.
Let's say everything else is working. You're working with a tiny little pecker.
Yeah, you know.
I mean,
I'm
yo.
I'm sure there's millions of those people in the world already, and they doing all right.
I'm sure they are.
Bro,
They are. Yeah.
let me tell you, if you had 30 seconds of just of dick for her, that's when you should have the best lengua ever.
That's
Because
true
you better,
too. Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta
because
plan.
You gotta do a bunch of other shit.
Yeah, you
That's
got
the
a
finish.
whole
That's
lot
the
of other
fatality.
work.
You got a lot.
That's the
Because
finisher.
you know you're only coming with 30 seconds guaranteed.
You got to have the toys out. It's got to be
Everything.
wild in there, and then you just like finish off at the very,
Yeah.
very end.
Oh,
So, like,
word. That's true.
it
Yeah,
right
you
there.
get her
Yeah,
hyped up, right?
She's
ready.
busting mad times. She's good to go.
And then you jump in at the last second.
Not even ready. She's been ready. She's already been bussing. It's good. It's good to go. So she already had mad, and then you finish off real quick, and then
She's like,
boom.
I don't even want you anymore. Like, hurry up, get it over
Right,
with.
right. She wants
You're
you to
like,
get
"All right,
it
I'm gonna
done."
go fast. I'm gonna go
30
fast.
30
I'm gonna
seconds
try
is
my
too
best
long.
to go fast.
Let me tell you, that is the only way that would
hurry
work.
up. But it would work.
It would
But
work.
it would
Yeah,
work.
It would work.
I don't think females would
changed
complain.
my position.
30-second busser. 30-second bus. Okay.
Because I already
I
got
love
that
it.
shit down, so it ain't even a switch up.
Yeah, that's true.
I like it.
You got to get the
So-
toy game up.
So you're going to
Yeah.
go 30 seconds?
Huh?
You get to retain your dick size. You don't gain inches or lose
Sure.
inches.
So yeah,
Okay. Okay, that's fair.
Hey,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I'm thinking about changing my answer.
I mean,
don't
all
know.
of us are
Oh,
now.
a little shrunken pecker. I think
You
we
won
cracked
me
that
over, bro.
question.
I still feel like I could do some damage with them 3 inches.
We trust you. We trust you.
Now if it's
I
a
bet,
3-inch
I
if it's a 3-inch noodle dick, that's rough.
I mean, any size noodle dick is rough. You're not. It could be 37 fucking inches, but if it's
Yeah.
a noodle, you're just slapping
Yeah.
it around, right?
Or you're doing
You're
this
not
fucking her
doing
with
shit.
a pencil.
You're not doing shit.
Oh man. All right. What's the next
What
one?
do we got? All right, this is not too crazy. Would you rather be the president, the Pope, or whoever's in charge of North Korea?
North Korea.
So you would rather be a dictator than the president or the Pope?
Fuck them. I get everything I need.
That's true. He's living large, son. You don't give a fuck, bro. Everyone's starving and dying over there, and
Fuck them.
my man's importing like cognac and cheeses and
Yeah, he
cigarettes
has
from
everything.
Europe and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, if you ever see the shit that he has imported into North Korea specifically for him, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I know.
It's
Hennessy is outlawed in this
that's
country,
right. He gets
but
that Henny.
he loves Hennessy. Yeah, he loves Hennessy,
Oh,
so he gets
word.
all
That's
the.
right.
I would.
Oh yeah, Walker's
but in-
living good.
Those yeah, he is.
But in all honesty,
He
I
is.
wouldn't treat him the way he treats their country. But yeah, fuck
I mean,
it.
you
So you'd
have
be the
to
nicest
in order
dictator.
to
Yeah.
live the
Although
way he
they're,
lives.
They're
Sure.
rebelling. They're rebelling
So
and
my-
coming for your dome and your
So
family.
here are my
So
reasons.
If you treat them good, then you're not gonna be living the way he lives because they a broke ass country that gets no trade because he's a piece of shit.
right.
Here are my reasons.
Okay. Let's hear.
President doesn't actually run the country, right?
Which is
He
good.
puts up the proposals,
That's a lot of responsibility.
and then a bunch of other people decide whether or not that can go. So it's just like it'll be. All right, but you're the face. You're the
There's
face.
a
You're a
little
puppet.
bit. He got a little bit more than that.
And he got a little bit of pull, but
He got a lot of power with executive action
he's the face. A pope,
for sure.
all you're doing is fucking.
Yeah, Pope is boring, bro. You're
All
either
you're,
the president
you're
or
not
a
doing
dictator.
anything that we know of, but all you're really doing is covering up a lot of fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of molestation cases. So no, I'm good on that.
Or
Yeah.
just forgiving everybody. That's pretty easy just to bless everybody and
Pope,
forgive
but the
them.
Pope lived large.
He
For
does
real.
live large.
And
Rolling
if you're
around,
talking about
bulletproof
fuck 'em,
whip.
if you're talking about fuck 'em, I'm living large. That's pretty much how the Pope lived too.
Yeah, you know, he just doesn't have responsibilities like
That's
that.
kind of dope, though, right?
Yeah,
That's the
kinda
dope.
dope.
He doesn't have responsibilities. He rolls around, he balls out, he blesses some people, kisses some babies, and drinks wine. He probably
but
gets sloshed.
It's just
on
everything
the
that
reg.
everything that he had to do to get to that
To
point.
get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
No, but
just
you don't got to do none of that. I mean,
you're just
immediately.
you get
use
the hat.
the question. All right.
Yep. The chimney
guess.
stacks are getting the smoke, and they're like, "Walks the Pope now."
Nah, man. I'll be the dictator.
I think you've swayed me to the dictator side too. I feel like that's gonna be the dopest, even though it would be a shame to
I'm not evil.
you know,
I'm not evil like
partake in
a
genocide
dictator,
and
but
all kinds of crazy stuff. But
Yeah.
like you'd be fucking out there.
I mean,
Like those
literally.
Korean chicks. Oh yeah, you'd be all right.
the rest of the world will hate you for the most part.
Oh yeah, 100. I mean, yeah, everybody, but probably Putin. I feel like Putin's
And Dennis
homies
Rodman.
Yeah, and Dennis Rodman. That's facts. I forgot
Can't
about
forget
that.
about D-Rod.
Dennis Rodman's out there. He's chilling with him. Like, whatever. Fuck it.
I'm sure you get
He's
Steven
pretty
Seagal
chill
on your
with
side too.
Dennis.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. The only downside is that anytime somebody can possibly want to assassinate you, but that's
Sure, but you got people for
but
that.
you got-
It's all
yeah,
the
you
whole
got
army
security.
getting your back, dog.
Yeah.
You're good. Ain't nobody gonna get him.
that's me though. Johnny, who you going with?
I like what you're saying, but I think I might still have to go president.
Oh, he's
Okay.
president. Okay.
There's too much stress in that job. Don't get me wrong. I just won't be the one that stresses as much as everybody else does. You know,
chilling. Just
I'm
be
just
chilling.
gonna treat it like I treat every other job, and smoke 3 L's a day, relax, tell people it's not that serious.
It's not chill out.
And solve the problems that I know the answers to, and the rest, delegate to other people, and just be like, "Yo, it's not that serious. Like this man got it. Like we good. Like we'll figure this
all
shit
good.
out, bro. We chill." All the while, I get to vacation at Camp David and shit. I got a whole fucking plane that changes its name every time I jump on it. Like, and as big as a bitch. You know what I mean? I got chefs. I got a big ass fucking house, and forever and ever, I'll be taken care of by fucking security.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Me
Is that
and
forever?
my kids.
That doesn't go on. That doesn't go on forever. does
Forever,
it? You
for
get-
life.
Forever.
For life,
Really?
you get Secret Service coverage.
Damn, that's why. So like, don't they
There's
run out
Secret
of Secret
Service
Service
currently
people
covering
after a while?
fucking Donald Trump and shit, and fucking Barack and fucking no, that's it. No, yeah, George W.
George Bush, yeah.
George W.
Clinton?
And Bill Clinton. Yeah, he's still around too. I think that's where it stops, right? George
Yeah, I'm
H.W.
pretty sure,
Is George
yeah.
H.W. still alive?
Nah,
he died, right?
No,
Yeah, he died not too long ago. Yeah, that's it. Anyways, yeah, that's where I'm going. That's what I think I'm gonna stick with president. Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know. I
I'll
think I'm
deal
gonna
with
go
these
Pope.
bitches from Fox. You would go Pope, you dirty Ramon Sanchez ass.
Nah, I'm trying to live in Italy, just not have responsibility,
Drink
feel
all the
you.
wine.
drink
you want.
all the
feel you.
wine, roll around in the Pope mobile.
Yeah.
Bless some
Ooh,
folks.
I would upgrade
to-
the Pope Mobile, right?
Oh, I'd blank it out. There'd be spinners.
It'd be like a-
put spinners on the Pope mobile.
Spinners. What year are you
I'd have
living
like a
in, bro?
fucking Tesla Pope Mobile.
Yeah.
Nah,
My man
nah.
said spinners like he's still living in
That's
2005.
That's still the ultimate G unit flex. Spinners, bro. It's got to be
You were
spinning.
born in the 1900s, right?
Facts.
Late
Window
1900s.
spinning.
Oh, man. You got to sneak
Sitting
in all
on
the bitches.
dubs.
Sitting on the. Nah, them 22s though. They're 22s.
You got to sneak in
keep
all the
bleeding,
bitches because
though.
you're not supposed to be fucking.
Nah, I'm not supposed to be fucking, but I'm gonna be fucking. Pope gonna be fucking. Gots to. You got all those fine Italian chicks.
Word.
Try and stop me. Try and stop me.
It's true.
Yeah.
going down.
They got like their own type of Secret Service too. I don't remember what it's called, but they got like
Yeah,
their own
I
Secret
feel
Service.
like-
They'll slide people through.
Hell yeah, they will.
And the Pope
They'll
be
get my back,
traveling,
because I'd be
too,
chill
you
to
know?
everybody.
You be
Going
in
to
South
Amsterdam,
America.
I'll be in Amsterdam, South American prostitutes. That's fair. That's fair. There's prostitutes everywhere, everywhere. Be smashing Canadian everywhere I go.
Facts.
All right, last question.
Be a whore of a fucking pope.
I mean, yeah, I didn't say it would be. You ever watch the Borgias? It would be like the Borgias. That's the kind of papacy that I would run. It would be. It would be fire.
Some old medieval pope ass.
Hell yeah, dude. They didn't play. That show didn't fuck around. It was an old show.
Yeah.
It was
So
dope.
old. All right.
All right, last question, right? And it was semi fan submitted from an
Yeah,
internet
King
video?
Mexico.
Oh, King
boy,
Mexico.
King
Okay.
Mexico
Okay.
sent this to the DM.
All right, fellas. Would y'all rather smash a chick that banged 1,000 dudes or one animal? I just like watching Johnny's face react to the question because there's a delay and then it hits him. I can watch it. And so I know you probably have follow-up questions. And if you want to ask them.
I know you do.
I mean,
what
there's a lot
animal?
of things. And thank you. That is one of them. Yes.
It doesn't matter. She banged one animal.
What if it was a
It
squirrel?
could be a dog. It can be a horse. It could be one fucking animal.
Be a dolphin.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Is that okay? Is that acceptable? Is that an acceptable dolphin?
That's because the
I mean,
dolphin.
if it was on purpose,
well,
or
it
were you just
easily matches
riding the
3-inch dick.
dolphin? And
I feel like it was
I feel
on
like
purpose.
a dolphin has a bigger than a 3-inch dick, right? Doesn't a dolphin have like some massive
Probably.
schlong?
I think you're thinking of whales, but they're semi-related, so maybe they both
Yeah.
have huge dongs. Yeah.
Either way,
porpoise
you
dongs.
would totally take on a woman who fucked one. If she told you, I fucked the whale.
I'm not saying that that's my answer. I'm just
I'm just saying, like, that's not a better answer than her saying, "Yeah, I fucked mad dudes."
What if she was like on hard times? She was in Tijuana. She needed some money to get back home.
1,000.
She hit up it was a donkey
That's a
show.
lot. That's a lot of guys. That
mean-
that vagina is.
How long of a period are we talking though?
It doesn't matter. What the fuck?
I mean,
I felt if I'm like in my 60s and she's like
sure.
also in her 60s,
Are
Yeah.
then
wild.
1,000
She
could
got
be
down when she
acceptable,
was
I
like
guess.
15,
Bro,
couple hundred a
either
year.
way, that vagina is looking like an Arby's roast beef sandwich.
I think it snaps back.
I don't know.
I
She
don't
do her
know if-
Kegels, she might be all right.
Yeah,
might
that's
be.
true.
Back.
That's true.
Get that
Curtains,
vinegar.
though. Yeah.
There's
Fucking
surgeries for
Doctor
this.
Strange lips that she got going on.
No. Like the cloak that looked like his cloak. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So you're going animal then? Is that what you're saying?
And that's what it sounds like he's
the
saying.
pussy lips of the pussy lips of madness.
No.
I'm not. I'm just talking shit. I'm just like talking shit. Oh man.
1,000 dudes. That is a lot of dudes.
Yo,
Like it had to have been a profession, I'm guessing, or just a lot of leisure time.
bro, as much as I don't want to say it, I would take 1,000 dudes over one animal because the second that she tells me, yo, I fucked a horse once, I'm looking at her sideways like,
Yeah.
yo,
Why you fuck a
what?
horse though?
Yeah, like what drove you to
But
the
you would
point where
inquire, right? You would want that story. If you were with the chick and she was like, I
Absolutely.
fucked a horse once. I got to be honest with you up front before we start this
Yeah.
relationship.
Well, no, there's no starting relationship, but I will. I absolutely want to know the story. It's like, oh, word? Tell me a little
All right,
bit
now-
more. Let me
now
pour
you
you
gotta
the rest
dip.
of this glass of wine. Finish this story. Oh, all right. So, anyways, remember how
And then
he
you
was
ride a
walking
horse
out?
into the room.
oh,
Like me and
Imagine-
Mr. Ed.
Can I get a
Imagine you're
little example?
imagine you're at a
Like a show you want to
imagine
but you're so grossed out. You're just like, get out of here.
imagine you're on a Tinder date, right? Everything's going well.
Yep.
You're having a conversation of past relationships and shit.
Right.
Somehow it turns up to where she goes, "Oh yeah, I've sucked a red rocket before." It's like, wait, what?
No.
Yeah, this is. I'm not telling you right away that this date is over. However, we're gonna talk about this a little bit more. We're gonna keep talking. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna have a
Figure out
great
how
time.
you
That's
got
not the
there.
end of it.
Yeah, and then
then the
I'm
date
just
is
gonna be like,
over.
yo. So we're gonna have to do this. You have a good night though.
What if she just kept referring to like a
So
guy's
you wouldn't
name?
you wouldn't blaze? I mean, if she sucked the
I'd
red
be
rocket,
so freaked out
if she
by
you
it.
just
don't think
blew
she's
it.
down to go that night? You gotta let it at least go
for
that
sure.
night.
If she can blow it, if you don't get blown and she blew a dog, bro, you got problems.
Hey,
I would
you
just
gotta at least
drive
go all
off
the
the
way
road,
that
dog.
night, then ghost the
wouldn't
shit
be-
out of her.
That wouldn't be
Hell
the
yeah.
that wouldn't be the issue. It would be more just like I'd be like, oh, why? Well, like how the fuck did like just the
That's what I'm
thought
saying.
of-
It's there's
Yeah.
but it's
Oh, of
more
course, yeah,
like I
there's
can
the-
never be with you for life. But tonight,
yeah, right.
It's just one night. It's good. But that's it. Any more than that, it's disgusting. You'd make a good dictator, for sure.
That would be rough. That would be wild.
Yeah, 1,000 guys.
1,000 guys.
1,000 guys.
Right?
What are you gonna do? You'd be
easily.
1,001. Fuck it.
At least she'd be good at fucking.
Oh, you would hope.
Yo,
That's fact.
after
That's
1,000
true.
after 1,000 guys, if you're not good at fucking,
gotta
what the
have her
fuck were you
technique
doing
down,
with these
yeah.
people?
I mean, that's like 1,000 different guys. Oh, wait a minute. Is that that's the thing, right? It's 1,000 different
no,
guys.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
we didn't say one guy
35,000
1,000 times.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been plenty of chicks that had sex 1,000 times. Yeah, that
Yeah,
wouldn't
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
by
be.
our
Dude,
age.
have we had sex 1,000 times?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
probably.
Okay. I don't know. Like that's
What's
the kind of
1,000
stat.
days?
Remember we were talking about the
that's a good
stats.
stat. That's a good stat to know. How many
Yeah.
times have I had sex?
How many times have you had sex?
That'd be a good stat.
I thought
to
of some
know.
good ones the other day. I can't remember them now though, so I won't bother. But there's always good stats of my life that I'd like to know.
I mean, it's only 2.5 years worth of sex.
Yeah. Okay. So then, yeah, I would hope that we've all had sex more than 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Right.
1,000 chicks? Have you guys banged 1,000 chicks?
No.
Fuck no.
Same. So, but for a yes
man.
from one of you, but
No.
no Wilt
No.
Chamberlain numbers. He supposedly banged a lot of chicks, right? Wasn't it in the
mean-
thousands?
So did Magic Johnson.
That's what they say, but
So,
But we don't know. We can't confirm. We can confirm the Magic Johnson thing, though.
yeah. He fucked a lot. he put it down.
He put in work. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He
I
did.
got him where he is now. All right. So is that the
That's it. That's all I got, baby. That's
all right?
that is it.
So then,
You know what it's time for.
your news clips with Johnny Quest. Yo, couple of things, yo. First thing I wanted to shout out. We talked about it last week, and then we did talk about it in the group chat. But I thought it was a pretty big fucking deal. Bad Bunny's album dropped and broke fucking Drake's record on Spotify, which is wild because the entire album is in Spanish, mind you.
That is.
And
Doesn't
broke
matter.
Drake's record, 183 million streams in 24 hours on Spotify. That's fucking huge. He on
It's a
Apple
great album,
Music's
too. It's a
charts,
good album.
it was like his well, definitely on the Latin charts, it was like 1 through 23
Damn.
were his songs 1 through 23. Like it was that wild.
damn, that's crazy.
And then even like on the regular like Apple Music top 50 or whatever, like on the full all charts or whatever, it was like he dominated. Like he had at least like 15, if not 20 of the positions on day of. He's crushing it. And I forgot to mention last week, we talked about how he got highlighted for that Marvel movie. I forgot he's in that Brad Pitt movie.
He is the one on the train.
The train, yeah.
Yeah.
The speeding train from Tokyo. I don't remember what it's called. That's not the
Some
name of
shit
it,
like
but
that. Yeah, yeah.
That looks dope as hell, though, dude. Like a
It
good
does look
summer
like a
popcorn
sick
movie,
movie.
bro. I'm gonna fuck with that for sure. Like that's
I
That looked really good.
didn't know that, even though I had seen the commercial, but I didn't know that until I saw the commercial on Multiverse of Madness.
I saw it actually it was a trailer at Multiverse of Madness. I seen it.
Yeah. I said commercial, but
Oh, okay. That's what you meant. Okay.
Yo, he went to Brad Pitt's IMDb, and Brad Pitt is an executive producer on the new Father of the Bride that we were watching the
Are you
trailer
fucking
for.
serious?
Yeah, dude.
he's an executive producer. He's an executive producer on
He's
Outer
involved in
Range
everything.
that I was telling you.
And Outer
he
Range.
is,
Wow.
dude.
This guy's making bank.
Executive producer was the first thing on the list. Bullet Train, it's called.
Bullet Train. Yeah,
Bullet Train. Yeah.
that looks so good.
It does. It actually does look like a fun flick.
Very that colorful Tokyo. Was it Japan? Right?
Yes.
Oh, it looks dope. Yeah, because
And
we
that's a
talked about
theater
this. We're like,
movie, right?
That's an Asian.
It
It
is,
is.
yeah.
It is. I
So-
think I would go see that in the theater. That looks tight.
I'd be
Yeah.
down for that.
Good
I'd be
summer
down.
movie,
Damn, he's a producer on Kick-Ass.
bro. He's got his finger in everything.
Eat, Pray, Love, The Tree of Life, Money, obviously Moneyball.
Makes sense.
But yeah, he's actually
He's been making big money.
big
Smart-
money for a
smart
long
money.
time.
Smart
for a
money.
long time. Anyway,
Moving on from
but
that.
yeah, no, yeah. So
Yeah,
but-
shout out
but
to
he-
Benito Martinez, Bad Bunny. Really,
I still don't. Honestly, I still don't know how I feel about him starring in his own
yeah.
movie. I'm and
I
it's
still,
Sony.
Yeah.
Sony Marvel.
I've heard more and more. Yeah, Sony Marvel is already sus. I've heard more
Yeah.
like interviews with him recently, speaking in English, and it's a little bit better, but it's still not. It would be a very, very interesting play. But I expect that movie won't come out for a couple years anyway. Probably won't even
Till we
start
find out.
filming.
Until we find out that it's the dude speaks broken English anyway, and that's part of the story.
I'm sure that's part of the story.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, or barely speaks. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
He's deaf.
Oh shit.
People will be pissed because they picked a non-deaf actor to.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
That won't happen. No, that's not it. Similar funny story was where there was in y'all know Nespresso, right? The little like coffee
making
bean,
machine.
yeah, coffee making machines
yeah.
and shit. They found a half ton of cocaine in a coffee bean shipment that was sent to the
Damn.
Nespresso plant. It almost got put into the coffee pods and shit.
Damn.
Yo, that roast would have been
That morning would have been
yo,
fire.
The best
the most shit you've
fucking coffee I've ever
got
had in
done.
my life.
All right, the next quick story.
Hold
here.
on.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, do y'all believe that Amber Heard was fucking sniffing coke on the stand?
Nah, she had boogies in there, son.
You
She
think
just-
so?
I don't know. Yeah,
There was a video.
But
There was
that
a
video that
video-
you sent me looked very sus.
Yes, it looked very sus, but there was another video that I saw last night, and I wish I would have sent it to the group, where it was where it mapped out like a bunch of things where a bunch of times where she did bumps multiple times, like in this napkin, and like what was happening afterward, and it was just like coke jaw right here. This is when it goes down, and it had like little definitions of like afterward and like when it starts going down, and it was matching up. Obviously, they can make it seem,
Sure.
however, but it looked
just seems like an unnecessary risk to take while you're under oath on the stand in a public trial that's being filmed, just to start doing little bumps while you're like that. Just seems
her shit was her shit would knock every now and then though. It was crazy. It was crazy.
I don't buy it.
It's
She's got enough
interesting
problems
is
shitting
what
the
I'll
bed.
what I'll say. It's very
is
interesting. I don't know what to believe. It's
Yeah,
it's
I mean-
ambiguous enough that it's like it's interesting.
I mean, she's got allergies or something. Like it could be so many
Bro,
things that you're
Could
trying
be,
to-
but that's a
When you-
weird
when
ass
you-
way to blow your nose or pick your nose, like in the middle of
When
fucking.
you blow your nose, you typically go over. Blow your nose.
top,
Yeah. When you have some sort of like drip or some shit, whatever. And why would you have a drip? And anyway,
allergies.
but if you have a drip, yeah, instantly, like there's just certain ways that you do shit. It was just weird that she comes from down here, goes
Yeah.
straight in, doesn't wipe or anything, just goes. and inhales and then goes straight down. It's not like a wipe.
And I do agree
Anyways, but
that
still,
it's an unnecessary risk.
very sus.
But when you're an
Strung
addict,
out, you don't
bro,
care.
yeah, you don't give a fuck.
What?
don't.
I am not
But
pro
at the same
Amber
time,
Heard, but like this is just
I don't think
ridiculous
she's
that we're
at
even having this
that level
conversation.
of addiction that she's like doing bumps at
That's
court.
strung out where she's
yeah.
got to do bumps
Hey,
in court.
bro.
Bro.
I agree.
I don't-
I agree. I
I
agree.
agree.
That's why
That's
I'm
a
just
little
like
crazy.
it's
It's a little
interesting.
crazy.
It's very interesting. It's fun
sus.
it's fun to watch. But
Very
I'm not
sus.
sold either way.
Let's drug test her. Let's once and for all. Let's just drug test her and find out.
I'm down.
You want that pee?
Immediate, yeah. Yeah, he wants it on the chest.
Oh man. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
Aqua woman.
Moving on. The GOAT, Tom Brady, is
Okay.
pulling another GOAT fucking move. He signed a deal with Fox Sports already. Dude is still playing in the NFL this year.
Still playing. Still got a job, and he got another job.
Got another job. 10-year deal with Fox Sports worth $375 million.
When you're that man, you're that man.
So we're never gonna get rid of Tom Brady. He will always be there. He'll be the new Troy Aikman, but that's okay because fuck Troy Aikman. I
Word.
love Tom Brady. I would listen to Tom Brady just like Romo. I bet he'll be as good as Romo, dude. I can't
hope
stand
so.
Troy Aikman. Get his old ass out of there, dude. And Joe Buck too.
Troy,
fuck Joe
they're
Buck.
both gone. They're both moved to ESPN.
Well, fuck ESPN then.
Yeah, they
Can't stand
they
those
both
guys.
moved over to ESPN. Joe Buck went first. Troy Aikman followed him. So now Fox Sports will not this year, but maybe next year or
you could
some
tell
year.
I'm not invested in that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, what's wrong with Troy Aikman?
Joe Buck always did
He's
the
just-
World Series.
he doesn't say anything
Like,
great.
so who's gonna do the World Series on Fox if Joe Buck is gone? Is it gonna be
I
Tom
don't
Brady? Because
know.
I'd fuck with that.
I'm trying to. I was looking at that earlier. I just found out who is. Oh, you know what? That's way too deep in the thread. So I'm.
The only reason why anybody hates fucking Tom Brady is because he demolishes their team every fucking
that's
year.
right? And
But
even
other
then,
than that, it's just like,
I mean, definitely,
kind of a cool
I would
dude.
say that's the biggest reason.
it is.
But there's people that don't like Tom Brady that he didn't really do anything to their team, and they claim they don't like his smug attitude.
Right. Because he's
I mean, when
rich,
you're-
because
when
he's
you're the
good looking.
fucking-
It
when
could
you're-
be
yeah,
any of
you're-
the above.
when you're the fucking GOAT, it's hard to act like you're not the fucking GOAT, bro.
Agreed.
you don't even have to
Absolutely
act.
agreed.
Just
Like,
gotta
it
live.
doesn't matter what you do because you are the greatest at something. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do. People will analyze that and go, "Oh, yeah, look at what a piece of shit he is."
Right.
He fucking
Tom Brady.
he fucking bought a ring for his fiance. Did you see the size of that? What a fucking smug piece
What
of
a
shit.
gaudy ass bitch.
It's like he could afford it, bro. Like what? Like what do you want him to do?
I would do the same shit.
All right, moving on. As time progresses, Dave brought this up to our attention earlier today. I thought it was worth talking about because I know a lot of our listeners are gamers. The fact that Gotham Knights, which dropped their 13-minute trailer earlier today,
Yeah. Did I send that to you guys, or did you watch that on
I
your
saw
own?
it on my own.
Yeah, I was gonna send
didn't
that.
watch it.
I meant to send it.
It
dude.
looks
was
like it
because
fucks.
dude, when they
I'm
hit
sure
us
it
with
does.
that shitty news about it, not being on previous gen consoles, they hit us with that video
Yeah.
to sort of ease the blow, and it helped for sure. But it also made me more pissed that I don't have a PS5 to play this game
Because I don't have any game consoles at this point in my life. I'm just like, yeah, I don't even fucking watch them because, sure,
What's the
I'd
point?
probably want to play all of them, but I don't have them, so I don't want to get excited about it. Same reason why I don't look at new sneaker releases, yo. I'm a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
And
I feel
I don't
you.
look at new sneaker releases because at this point I can't really afford
do
to be a
anything about
sneakerhead,
it, yeah.
yo. Like so
But that's the difference. Like Ash, she would like just look at him. She'd add him to her cart. She would window shop, even though she wasn't going to get it. Like, she tortures herself like that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, baby, why do you do this? Like,
I used to.
Like, you can get it if you want, but I know you're not gonna. So why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Like, don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I don't look it up anymore. Same shit with games. It's like sometimes I'll look at some games and shit, and I'll be like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to play the most recent Halo that dropped, and certain games that I really fucking love. Like when the new Grand Theft Auto in
whenever
in
it dropped,
2030,
Right.
Yeah,
2030,
2035. You're being generous with the 2030.
2088.
Yeah, I wish it
when
were
that shit drops.
Yeah.
I will want to buy a system.
It's
and
gonna
by that time, possibly yes, I would definitely buy a system and just have it to play it. But
It's going to be the day that Violet graduates. The new GTA is going to drop. And then you're going to have a tough choice to make, my friend.
yeah, pay for her dress or
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Hopefully,
You come over to my crib. You get her dress. You play my
Okay.
Grand Theft
All
Auto.
right,
I
see?
got you.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing. You're going to have a dress, baby. You're going to have a
Yeah,
dress.
you're
You're
gonna
going to
have a
look
dress,
pretty as
'cause
hell
I'm
out there.
I'm gonna play Dave's
Play Dave's
system.
Word.
But
That's
anyway.
shitty, though. That's like for older gen consoles. And it'd be different if, PS5s were readily available. And if you don't have one, fuck
Right.
you. You can't play this game. Like, go get one. What the fuck do you want from us? But, like, they're not there. Like, I've multiple
drop?
times. I've tried to about 2 years. It'll be 2 years in like September.
No.
October.
But when does the game drop?
Oh, what did they say? Fall? I think they said. I don't think they gave a specific date.
I'm not sure.
hopefully,
I think
hopefully
they said
by
fall,
then
yeah.
more systems will be readily
I
available.
mean, what the fuck, dude?
Hopefully, they have no choice
Yeah.
on that because they're just fucking game developers. But
Right. Yeah, I mean that's not on them. That's on
it's not.
Sony's bitch ass to step that shit up.
I mean, it's the fucking shortage, man. The
It
chip
is.
shortage.
It is. It's everywhere. It's hitting everybody. Even the ginormous conglomerates are fucking struggling with those.
Anyway, are we done with the news?
Very last thing. I don't know if you want to talk about Dave Chappelle.
Oh fuck! How come we not talking about
Oh
that?
shit! Yeah, that's right.
Chappelle got attacked on stage.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Got
fucking
ran.
tackled. They tried to tackle.
Tried
his
to
ass.
tackle him. And
Dude had a fucking.
A gun knife.
How the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was
You
like-
saw that, right?
How the fuck
It was
you
a
get that
fake
through?
gun with a.
Why would you bring?
Legit-
If you wanted to sneak a knife through, why would you make it look like a gun? That's like, a pencil that turns into a knife or a fucking like
Homie was
anything but
homeless,
a
right?
gun. Yo, was he?
Yeah, he had to be, right? Like that sounds like some crazy homeless shit, right? But then again, how the fuck do you get
How do you get into the
tickets
show
to
though?
the
Like
fucking show?
Chappelle tickets aren't cheap. I saw them a few
Word.
years ago. They're not anything to sneeze at. So I
Unless
don't
he-
think they're just letting in homeless folks.
Unless
Was
he
he-
broke
was he
in
part
the
of-
same way.
Okay, yeah. They beat the fuck out of him. His arm looked
Word.
Yo,
dislocated.
that arm, bro, it haunts my dreams still. Like it
They
was such a
fucked him up.
big ass lump on his shoulder, bro.
Yeah.
Like somebody said, it looked like they ripped his arm off and put it on backwards.
I love the meme.
I seen it.
I love
said
the
that he
meme
looked
where
like a
it's
GI
just-
Joe that they got fucking reassembled.
For sure.
I love the meme of it's just the new Batman, and it said this was Dave Chappelle's security team.
Fucked him up. Fucked him up real good.
Yo, yeah, they fucked him up. But the best part of that, it was afterward, I guess, Chris Rock came out,
Right.
hugged him,
Yep.
took the mic, and was just like, Will Smith, was that you?
That was good timing. That was good.
That was
timing.
Great
timing.
timing. Obviously, Chris Rock is a goat.
Oh, man.
And
Word.
then like a couple days later, they were at the Comedy Store, and Chappelle and Chris Rock were both on stage together, and that's where it was another Chappelle show, or Chappelle was on rather, but they started talking about what the fuck happened. And Chappelle was like, I got smacked by a homeless guy with leaves in his hair. And Rock was like, I got smacked by the softest nigga that ever rapped.
That's
Yeah.
true, though.
Yeah,
That's true.
very true.
Even Snow, I
tracks.
feel like, is harder than
That
Will
That
Smith.
tracks.
Informant, you know. That's 100%.
He wasn't rapping though. That was reggae, bro.
That's still
right.
he's still harder than Will Smith.
You're right. Oh man,
That's truth.
And Will Smith cannot say a damn word about it right now.
He's not saying
is-
anything. He's
no.
forbidden from
He
saying
is,
anything.
well, he's just he's just shutting up because he knows he needs to wait until that shit blows the fuck over.
Word.
And then we'll see some shit pop up where Will Smith is talking about it and how, you know, how his life was a fucking spiral and
Right.
all this
Yeah.
shit.
Well, that'll be a
blah, blah,
YouTube
blah.
special or some shit.
Yeah,
Netflix
That's the
special.
story for sure.
We'll see that at the beginning of 2023.
Easy, yeah. Yo, was Will Smith one of the faces that Kendrick did in his new video?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
It
was.
was a Will
Yep.
Smith face? Yeah.
But
Odd choice, right?
But so
Was
was,
that-
Right.
But so was OJ and
Yeah.
Jussie Smollett. So
Yeah, it was. I mean, there was
My man Kendrick is
quite a
on
lot.
it, dude. What is
course,
he?
yeah.
What is he doing out here? He's wild.
I
I mean, I'm glad he's coming back and making new shit, but dude's just wild.
I mean, I get
always
the
been.
message. He was just
Yeah,
he's just saying that you know he is all black people regardless. You know, like he's everybody.
he's Nipsey, he's Kobe.
Yeah, he's
fucking-
all
yeah.
he's the best of them and he's the worst of them.
Damn, he's
I
so
think that-
deep, son. How's he always get me like that? Kendrick is wild, man. I'm telling you. Yo, fuck.
he is
Oh,
though.
man. All right, so we moving on.
Moving on.
All right, so HOLLYWOOO.
Hollywood.
All right, well, it's Hollywood with Walk, and we talk about HOLLYWOOO shit. Oh shit! Dave is like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Dave don't get it.
No. My man over here, he trying to it's the it's the fucking news clips with Johnny Quest. I had to fuck with him.
I don't understand what the fuck is happening right now.
That's what Johnny said earlier. He's like news clips with Johnny Quest. We both looked at
we
each
get a little
other too.
intro. So do I have to intro my questions now? Is that what you guys are saying?
No, please
You
don't.
guys have a little shtick that you do beforehand. I need a
No,
shtick.
I'm just
I
high.
had to
Don't
fuck with
mind
him.
me.
I had to fuck with him on that. I loved it. All right, so Thor 4, we know we're gonna be getting that in July. It says that Taika. This says Thor 4's director, but we know it's Taika Waititi.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Taika says that Christian Bale's villain in Thor: Love and Thunder is the best Marvel villain to date because he loves what Christian
God
Bale
Butcher?
did with it. Yep. Is it Gore the God Butcher, right?
Or
Yeah.
the God Butcher.
Yep. He said it's great. It's really fun. Weird little group of heroes. A new team for Thor with Korg, Valkyrie, and the Mighty Thor. And in my humble opinion, we have possibly the best villain that Marvel has ever had in Christian Bale, which I kind of believe, man.
I mean, that tracks, right? Like,
does
we know
track.
Christian
It does
Bale.
track.
We know his skill. Like,
And I have no idea what Gore, the God Butcher, like I don't know the
Right.
story. I don't read the comics or anything like that. But if his whole shit is because he killed the Celestial to get that name, fuck, yo, you got to be one badass
gotta be a
motherfucker.
badass dude, yeah.
Not only that, we only got a teaser, right? To really base everything off of that teaser, there's a lot that we don't know about this movie, and I think the first trailer is gonna be like really dope, like the full trailer.
Did you guys read that there was conversations about Gore the God Butcher being in MoonKnight? That was almost a thing.
Yeah, I did. I read that. I read who else was supposed to be
Kang?
I know there was a lot of
There's
rumors.
a lot of Kang references.
Yeah, there were a lot of rumors too that Blade was possibly going to be in there, but man, we just get what we get, and you know.
I
and-
thought Blade was going to be a post credit. When you guys mentioned the
Same.
post credit for the finale, I thought, "Oh, there's Blade, baby. There we go." And
Same.
that wasn't the case.
Nah, it's still they're still building, but we'll talk about Moon Knight hopefully later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
In the spoiler segment, because we're gonna have to talk about that shit.
Facts.
But that was definitely dope to hear, because I can't wait for Thor: Love and Thunder. But of course, what just dropped this past weekend was Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Finally.
It made $187 million at the box office this past weekend, which is the biggest
It beat Batman,
Sam
right?
Raimi debut ever.
It beat Batman for
did.
opening weekend too.
did.
Which
It did.
is saying something too, because Batman fucked opening weekend.
It sure did.
Yeah, and a lot of people are now they're trying to do who's better? Who's better, Wanda or Batman? I was just like, what? What are you talking about?
What is the compare? I don't understand.
Yeah. They're like, but if you don't give them prep time, you might be able to do it.
Was he this fucking Kevin McAllister? He's got to set up his fucking traps, dude.
Pretty much.
Wanda would
That's
fucking
actually-
destroy everybody. Like it's not even
That's
close.
actually a better.
The only reason
bet there.
Kevin
I don't
McAllister
wanna
versus
get into
Wanda.
it, but I mean, she didn't lose.
No,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't
was a
beat her.
concession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
There's
We'll
no
talk about it.
comparison.
we'll talk about it. But the movie did amazingly, no matter how you felt about it, whether you loved it, hated
Oh
it,
yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
It definitely is the biggest box office for Sam Raimi, even with all of the Spider-Man movies.
Oh,
I don't know. Spider-Man was big.
Beat out his Spider-Man openings too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because the original Spider-Man, those were the first movies that had Spider-Man in them. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So,
Besides
those were
the
big
Japanese
deals.
To
ones,
see him
yeah.
on screen.
Oh, well, sure.
And
Nobody
the
cared about that
Indian
shit.
movies. I've seen some Indian Spider-Man movies before that
yeah.
were not great.
Yeah.
Until the fucking Dick Web slinging Spider-Man comes out, I think that movie is gonna break records
Yeah.
if
that's
it's ever
facts.
made.
True.
Word. So speaking of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, apparently it was one of the things that we, and it, I guess possibly spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen it yet, but one of the biggest rumors was the fact that Tom Cruise was supposed to pop up as Superior Iron Man. That was a big rumor that was going around, but there was no validity to it. So sorry to spoil it for you, but no, he's not in that movie.
Yeah.
But
I
they
was
did
really
come out and
shocked
say,
when y'all mentioned that, because I stayed so far away from any rumors
did.
and spoilers
That's
that
why,
I never
yeah.
even
That was a
heard this
lot.
Tom Cruise rumor.
I think
didn't
that's why
hear
you
it
were
until
so happy.
afterwards. Yeah,
You were so
it must
happy with
be.
the movie because you stayed away from
no, but
all of
even
the exciting
so,
stuff.
So even with me watching that, right,
Yeah.
and knowing that was a rumor,
Yeah.
I was hoping that would. I was thinking like, yo, this would be dope if it happened.
Dope.
But it was not something that one. I mean, I didn't believe any of it. However, if it happened, that would be dope as fuck. But me watching this movie, me, thinking of
Right.
all the cameos, because there were so many fucking rumors for cameos that I was just like, we're not getting all of them. The majority of those we are not getting. I don't even think we're getting the cameos
That we
like
got.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So I just think that we came hot off the heels of Spider-Man, which gave us the fucking cameos that we wanted. And we're just thinking like, oh, every fucking time they're going to give us
Now
all
we
of these
need
fucking cameos.
Now we need
And
cameos.
no. You got me with WandaVision. You're not getting me again. Like, I will take whatever I can with a grain of salt and then just take the movie for what it is. And if I'm actually enjoying it without any of that other shit. Because now, and I've said it before, like now those cameos were great when I first saw No Way Home.
Yeah.
But now without that whole shit of like, oh my God, No Way Home,
That
it's still a
initial
good
shock
movie.
of
Yeah,
the
it's still a great movie. But I'm just like, without like that shock, it's just like No Way Home is just a type movie, but it's nothing like crazy about it.
Yeah.
Nothing too insane about it.
Yeah. Once the cameo,
But it's still a good movie. I don't want anybody
sure.
to get that wrong. Like,
don't get it twisted.
I'm not talking shit about the movie. The movie was straight, but I was like, is it as great as everyone's saying it is without the cameos?
I mean, Marvel has to release a banger without a cameo now. Otherwise, they're gonna become the cameo. Like, we're gonna expect it. If they're not there, they're gonna get shit on. Like, we have gotten spoiled with cameos, starting with Wanda, with what's his face, with Pietro.
Yep.
The other Pietro, like, we're like, holy shit, this is a thing. And then like, it's gonna keep going. We had our Tobys and the Tobey Maguires and shit, and Andrew Garfield and our future ones here. And like, I could see this becoming a thing where like they get addicted.
You're
to
right.
the cameos,
Loki was
bro.
big because of the Kang cameo.
Oh, that's true.
The
Yep.
I mean, it was
That's
big
true.
beforehand, but it like
Right.
blew it open when you got the Kang cameo.
The things that we know from the movies, when the movies leak into the shows,
I don't even want to call them
all of that
cameos
shit.
because they're not cameos. They're more like crossovers, right? Because we know these people
Yeah,
exist
crossover,
outside and they will continue. But that crossover shit is really
that crossover. Yeah, that crossover is an addiction, bro.
Yeah.
And people are gonna be like, "Yo, y'all got any more of them?
Yeah,
got any more of them
true.
crossovers, man? Come
yeah,
on,
because
man. Like this movie was
the
trash. We
movies
didn't even
with
have a
no
crossover.
crossovers were trash.
Eternals. What the fuck did they
Eternals,
cross over?
Black Widow.
Suck my dick.
Those were bombs.
Yeah. Right. So
Shang-Chi.
I think it's just something
Piece of
that
shit.
we're
What?
no,
No,
Shang-Chi
I
was-
love- no, I love-
Shang-Chi was good.
No,
It wasn't a
I love
bomb.
Shang-Chi, dude. Shang-Chi was dope, dude.
Shang-Chi
I fuck
was
with
dope.
Shang-Chi
I'm
hard.
just-
You're right.
I'm just thinking-
there was no crossovers there, was there?
There was not.
We got the blade at
We
the
got the
end.
real-
Yeah, we
the
got
real
blade at the
Mandarin.
post-credit.
Yeah, that's true.
So it scratched a little bit of an itch there. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know if we're starting to expect a lot from these.
I think we might be
From these
I feel like
movies.
I am. I personally,
Yeah.
I am expecting.
And well, it's not even that.
I'm
It's just
fucked
the
up
build
now,
up to
dude.
it.
I'm
We
fucked up.
read into it, and then there's a build up.
right, and then we're speculating. We got
And then
new
you
rock
don't
stars.
get
Right.
everything that you want. But the shit that you got that was not even promised, like, yo, that was dope that we got that. We're not even happy with that anymore.
Right. If I didn't see anything about Multiverse of Madness, if I didn't read anything, no trailers, I just walked into the fucking movie after watching Spider-Man, I would have shit my fucking pants.
Yeah.
But like knowing and expecting
hard
what
to-
it is,
it's
dude.
hard
it
to
is.
avoid it.
It's hard to avoid the speculation. Like, you literally can't do anything online. Like, the sites that we frequent, the places we go, we cannot live our lives and not have shit like spoiled in some way without taking extreme measures, like me and Johnny, putting in our block words on Twitter so that our shit wouldn't get fucked up. Like,
Word.
it's getting very extreme.
Yeah.
Very extreme.
And
to live in this
not
world.
to mention, for us specifically, we're a pop culture podcast.
So we're absorbing everything we can get our fucking
we are
hand-
trying to stay up to date on all of that shit
Right.
without getting
at
spoiled.
all times without getting spoiled,
And
and that
it's
shit
tough.
is rough.
That's
rough
a
as
difficult
fuck.
life.
It's a rough life. Imagine these guys that like new rock stars, dude. Like, how do they live their lives?
They take everything with a grain of salt and don't fucking anchor
That's
themselves
easier
to
said than
everything.
done.
I
That's
mean, when you're
easier said than
used to
done.
it though for years, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure to a point, like me, like I said, I enjoyed what we got. And I enjoyed myself because I didn't anchor myself to any specific thought. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, these are
I just
the
kept
things
seeing that Tom Cruise goatee, and I was like, "Fuck, bro, fuck, this is
really
it.
want
This is
that.
it."
We're enough of that because
All right.
we're
Well, yeah,
we're
we'll
gonna
get
start
into that.
spoiling
Yeah,
shit.
we
All right, so Ahsoka has officially started filming,
Word.
and I'm
hyped
ready for that.
that.
I'm ready for
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
We need some more Disney. We need some more Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, Boba's done. We're waiting for
Mandalor-
more
Mando's
Mando
coming
in
at the end of the
winter?
year, right?
That's a
Winter,
good
yeah?
one.
I feel like it was.
Fall, winter.
When is Ahsoka? Do we? Because I mean, if it's just
I mean,
filming
it's just
now, it's
starting
got to
to
be
film,
next
so-
year, right?
yeah.
Like, that's not even okay. So we're gonna
Yeah.
get Mando before
Could
we
be
get
end of the year,
Ahsoka.
no?
Nah,
And not if Mando's coming at the end of the year. They're not going
Like,
to run
starting
those
to
at the
film
same
it
time,
now?
right?
starting to film it now. I don't see that coming this year. Honestly,
Maybe summer.
Not
Summer next
it's
year?
2023 is all it says.
yeah. So I was gonna say, let me take a look. But yeah, 2023, that tracks.
Early 23.
Yep, that tracks.
Okay. Early 23. So like right at maybe like March. I'm gonna say March.
Yeah,
let's call
when
it.
did we get the Boba Fett?
That's a good call.
That was February,
That
right?
was March. Boba.
I feel like those all blended together.
Oh no, that was
Book of
December.
Boba Fett was
29th.
December.
Yeah,
Was it
Yeah.
September? You said?
December
Oh,
29th.
December. Yeah, that's what I thought. December. And then it leaked into the year.
So
And is that the last thing we had from Disney Star Wars? Was like
Yeah.
show wise was Boba?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That seems like it was not that long ago.
It doesn't. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. The
But
last
Almost
episode
6
of that.
months.
yeah, we're
5 months?
gonna get.
I mean, that's when it
Obi-Wan.
started, but the last episode was
Obi-Wan, that's
February
right.
9th.
We're
When's
gonna get
Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan. We're gonna get Andor,
true,
and we're gonna
true.
get the Mandalorian still this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we're good.
We're
Yeah,
good.
it's definitely not coming out
Yeah.
this year then.
I
Yeah.
forgot about Andor.
We've got enough.
Yeah,
I did
forgot
too.
Andor's
about
listed
Andor
as
too.
2022 still.
Was that with what's his face from Narcos?
Yes.
Diego
forgot his name.
Luna.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Diego. I knew it was a very, very Latino name.
Same. Same.
Which, by the way, I loved because Oscar Isaac, I know that he's Latino, but in a lot of the promotion stuff that we've seen for MoonKnight, he actually like confirmed like he is Latino, and he was like making sure to point it out. Like,
Bro,
yo,
Hollywood whitewashes the fuck out of Oscar Isaac.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know if
All the
no,
time.
he
if that all the fucking time, because like
Yes.
they really play up like his American. You just don't hear
he's
anything
like
about it. You don't see
Ecuadorian and
anything about it.
Peruvian or something like that,
Something
right?
like that. I know he's a
Something
blend
mixed.
of a couple of South American countries.
Word. But he's never.
He's never no.
I forgot what he called himself. Because he was promoting the movie, he was like, "Oh yes, Hollywood calls me," he said something, and I forgot
saying
what the term was.
Yeah.
But
Was it
because
Latinx? Was
I
it
can
the
no,
Latinx?
it wasn't
Did you-
Latinx. He said, like it was like obviously not undescribable, but you pretty much he can play multiple ethnicities.
Multiracial or something.
Yeah, like it was something. It wasn't exactly that, but pretty much Hollywood labeled him like multiracial, where he can play different ethnicities.
And he can.
Yeah.
Honestly, like he was like an all-American folk singer in Llewyn Davis there. Like that movie, like you would have no idea. Like there was nothing Hispanic about his character or him in that movie. And
Sure.
I see.
And
To the
It
point
was
where
on
I
SNL,
never
he
looked
said,
into it.
I'm half Guatemalan, half Cuban, or as casting directors call it, ethnically ambiguous.
Yes, there you go. Ethnically ambiguous.
Oscar.
But yeah,
he's
like,
getting that bread though.
to the
Fuck it.
point where I don't remember him being Latino until he said that. And then he started speaking Spanish and doing all of that. And I was like, oh shit, I forget that he's a Latino. And to Latino, I don't know, like nobody else feels that, but I was like, yo, like I was proud, like, yo, this man is killing it and he's a
Yeah.
fucking Latino. Like that's what the fuck is up.
I'm
We have a lot
trying
of
to remember
Latinos
when
that
I
are
first found out
at the top
it
of
was
Hollywood.
after Ex Machina, but I remember like it wasn't that much after Ex Machina where I remember going back to being like, wait a minute, he's Latino? Oh shit, that's the dude from Ex Machina. And that's when I always hung on to my hat onto that. Like, yeah, he's fucking killing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like, that's another Latino
Ex
killing
Machina.
it, representing. Oh, you didn't know that his name is Oscar? Oscar Isaac Elisandro de la Fuentes,
Oscar.
whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
But
He's like, but Hollywood.
You just call me
Hollywood,
Oscar.
yeah, it's
Oscar
cool.
Isaac.
Ethnically
They took his
ambiguous. It's
first and middle
easiest.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really care about him until after Ex Machina. I was like, oh shit, I gotta look.
I didn't even know he
Who is this
existed
dude?
until that. Honestly,
Yeah.
I
For
don't
sure.
know what he was in before that.
I don't know either.
I feel like Llewyn Davis. I saw him in that Llewyn Davis movie, that Coen Brothers,
I definitely
like
didn't
folk
watch that
singer.
I didn't
I know
see
the
that.
movie.
It was good. It was
I
a,
know
it was a
the
good
movie, but I
And
know
that was
that
where
I
I
did not
first
watch
saw
it.
him. I was like, this dude is cool. I love his vibe, but like, I don't know who he is or anything about him. And then I saw him in Ex Machina, and I was like, okay, time to look this dude up and see what his deal is because he's fucking awesome.
It wasn't until I think after
Yeah, he
Star
crushed
Wars
that shit.
I was like, all right,
Yeah, he did.
like who is this dude?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, he's crushing it, and I loved him in that. So I love that for him.
Props.
Word. Because other than that, we had John Leguizamo.
That was it.
We had John Leguizamo, and as much as we didn't want to accept him.
You had to.
We had
you had
no,
to
not
latch on to
John Leguizamo. Who's
I
playing
know,
Gomez?
you had to accept John Leguizamo for a while though.
Oh, for sure. But who's playing Gomez?
Luis Guzman.
Luis Guzman. We had John Leguizamo. We had Luis Guzman.
That's fair.
Yeah,
What about Edward James Olmos?
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, we had a bunch of Latinos, but it wasn't like
Right.
he's actually like huge right now.
Yeah.
So I love it. All right, so guys, the fucking season 4 of Westworld trailer just dropped. That looks fire, and that is actually coming out June 26th.
I think it looks fire. I'm not entirely sure yet. I mean, it seemed like it was fire, but like
fire to me.
I didn't understand anything that was happening in it.
I
But it
didn't
looked like
either.
cool shit that was
But I
going
want it.
down. I have to recap the last
I was
I'm
trying
so
to
season or
lost.
so.
yeah, I was trying to think of like, fuck, what happened? Like even seeing Pinkman, the dude who played Jesse Pinkman.
Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul.
yeah.
Even seeing him, I was like,
I was
what
like,
the fuck
oh.
he was in the last.
I seen him, and the first thing that came to my head was like, I know he's in this show. But what
does
the
he do?
fuck does
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
do? I can't
This
remember
is
who he
not
is.
this is not a good sign. This is not a good Westworld sign.
It's
that
just
we're
been so long.
fucking lost.
It's just been so long.
has
I've
been.
watched
Yeah, it has
so
been
many
long.
shows in between.
It was prior to COVID and
Westworld
shit,
3. Westworld 3 came out like right at the start of COVID, right?
It was like the fall of 2020, I want to say, summer of 2020.
Yeah. It was definitely during that time because I remember talking about it on our show.
Yeah.
When we in our first year of recording, we had a lot of Westworld spoilers.
We're Westworld heavy, yeah.
And that was season 3, and it's been a long time since our first episodes.
May 2020.
Damn.
Was the last episode.
Right at the beginning of the pandemic. You called
was the
it.
last
The
episode.
last episode. So yeah, it was like
The
April
last
and
episode.
May. That's
I remember
pandemic-y.
I had just moved into my new house when that was airing, and I didn't have internet, so I was trying to stream one of the episodes off my phone's hotspot, and it didn't go very well, as you could probably imagine.
Yeah, so it's been a full 2 years.
Damn. Yeah. Okay.
since
So
we
now
saw
I
that.
feel
So,
better about
yeah,
not
yeah.
remembering shit, bro. Like I don't remember
That's
what
all
I
right.
had for dinner yesterday.
Word.
Word.
So I have to rewatch the last season for sure
Same.
before the next
Or
one
at least the
starts.
nice YouTube recap.
least the last
where
half.
Oh yeah. I'm
hit the
down for
high
that.
points.
I'm
Yeah,
down for
something.
I'm down for that. A YouTube recap.
I just remember Maeve and Dolores in the crazy ass brawl at the end of the last season. Like that's really
And
one of the only
them-
thing that sticks out in my mind.
Them being outside of Westworld.
Yeah, because that's
and,
weird.
yeah,
I
they're in
wish
the
they would
real
just
world.
go
And
back
that's
to
the thing
that
is, like,
first world. Go back there. I want
remember
that.
there
That was the
was-
Westworld that I remember.
like some shit about outside Westworld, but I don't remember what they were. Was it all prequel stuff? Was there stuff happening at the time? Because I know there was jumping a lot back and forth. They were trying to show like,
Well, no, yeah,
the
remember
history of how
Dolores-
things started versus where we at now.
Dolores jumped into what's her name's body, the girl who plays Valkyrie, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, so she was running shit on the outside.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Tessa Thompson is
But
her
then
actual name.
she switched.
Charlotte. She's Charlotte.
Charlotte,
She's
yeah.
Hale.
But then once
Yeah.
she got to the house, I remember she moved her brain over into the actual Dolores body.
See, that's
She
where
like
I'm-
built a
no,
new
that was a
body.
copy. That was a copy. I think.
Yeah,
That's
like
a
that's
new-
what I mean. Like she built a new body there and then moved her eyeball over or whatever the fuck it's called. The brain.
This
The
is so
brain plant.
convoluted.
I can't
yeah.
remember what the fuck it actually is, but I remember. Yes, she came in as Charlotte, came into the house.
She killed the real Charlotte, took over everything on the outside, and then what it was they had a backup of Dolores on another system. I wanted to say, and then there was a backup body for Dolores where they uploaded the backup of her memory.
Some shit.
So now we
I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we
for
gotta
sure.
watch it. We definitely have to watch it. Sorry for all of those who haven't seen
And we just spoiled
Westworld,
So
but
much
it's
Westworld.
been like we just said, season 3 has been out for 2 years, so y'all had y'all time. And we went through a whole fucking pandemic, so you could have binge watched it.
Y'all should have got
Any
spoiled a
fucking
minute
Your
ago
own
when we were
fault,
talking
damn
about
it.
that shit.
Yeah, it's your own fucking fault. We don't give spoiler warnings for shows that have been out for years.
Nah.
All right, so just some small news on things that are going to be releasing that are on our radar, and we possibly talked about it before. NBC's Quantum Leap is the reboot. We talked about it a little bit ago, and it's actually becoming a full-on series, so we can expect that. I don't know. I was into Quantum Leap a long time ago. Back when I was younger, I remember it being one of those shows where my dad really enjoyed it, so I enjoyed watching it with him. And I don't know. I might give it a try. Might not. It's NBC, so it seems like it's. I do remember that. It's a dope. If you really think back on what it was a dope premise, and it really will, depending on the tone that they give it, it will make or break the show, right? Because now we have this thing where we put a dark, fucking serious tone on everything, on things that used to be comedy,
lighthearted,
where now if they
Like Fresh Prince.
if they make it lighthearted, I know.
Or vice versa, though. Like Chips and Baywatch, like those remakes were like just purely comedic. Like they totally flipped those around. So it's like they're just doing the opposite of what they
whatever the
were.
fuck
Like,
it
hey,
was.
let's try this. So maybe this will work. It seems like. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Those
I
were
don't know.
funny though. Chips and Baywatch were funny, stupid fucking movies though.
I like Starsky and Hutch a lot.
Yeah, no, Starsky and
That
Hutch
was
is
good.
one of my
Probably the
favorites,
better
bro.
ones.
That was so good.
That was probably one of the better ones from
100%.
all of the ones that we just mentioned.
Yes. Oh, Starsky and Hutch, without a doubt, dude. Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. Oh, dude, that was so great. That was such a great
Looks
movie.
like you punched your last ticket and you go, did you just tough talk a dead guy?
Oh, that was so great. That was so great. And that was the opposite of like what Starsky and Hutch was
Exactly.
too. So, and that really
Right,
worked.
right,
So
right.
you never know. You never fucking know.
I think that started it for it.
Yeah.
Really. And when that worked, everybody's like,
Yo,
we're
let's
going to
do-
remake
let's do
everything, but with a
Chips.
comedic turn. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was before like 21 Jump Street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
21 Jump Street is another one. Those were good.
Yeah, those were good.
Those were
that's what I'm saying.
surprisingly
When
funny.
when they flip them like that, sometimes it works. Sometimes it.
Because I've never seen, but also I've never seen the original 21 Jump Street. I knew what it was about, and
Yeah.
I knew like kind of what the premise was. But when they took, and then with it being the two, Jonah Hill and
Channing Tatum. Yep.
I was like, I don't really know. And then it was surprisingly really fucking funny.
Agreed, yeah. The Channing Tatum was really the surprise.
Oh,
He
big
was,
time. Yeah.
for sure.
Everybody was like, oh,
He's actually
Jonah
really
Hill,
good with
okay.
comedy.
But Channing Tatum? What the fuck?
Right.
Channing
Yeah.
Tatum actually shines when it's a comedy.
Yeah.
role.
He does.
Agreed.
And that's why he blew us all away. We're like, yo, this dude is funny.
Yeah.
Like, it was shocking to me.
good.
Like, I just thought he was, like that pretty
Even
boy
in fucking,
type of, yeah.
what's the most recent one? Free Guy. When he showed back up and we were like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, is that Channing Tatum? Like,
Yeah.
that was pretty
And
good.
and this is the end. And this is the end when he came back as the
yeah.
fucking the
yes,
gimp.
100%, yeah.
Fucking great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't shy away from making fun of himself. So that's also great.
That's the best part,
And
yeah.
last one, I really fuck with Joe Coy, and he has a movie coming out called Easter Sunday, where he kind of plays on the character that he develops in his stand-up. His mom really getting on him and just like family type shit.
Joseph.
And yeah, Joseph. Because in all honesty, it reminds me, even though he's Filipino, it really like the stories that he has reminds me of me and my mom, and just like
Word.
how outlandish the shit
I
that
ain't
she
gonna lie,
says and does.
that Filipino culture is so similar to Latino culture that it
is.
so. I mean, he's made jokes about that as well, about just how like Filipinos and Latinos are almost the same
I was
because
gonna
they
say, a lot
both
of
were
them have
conquered by
this
Spain.
And they have Hispanic last names in Philippines, which is always what fucked me up, bro. Like I worked for a company that worked with people in the Philippines, and I would see like De La Cruz and shit, and I'm like, oh, they're from the fucking Philippines. Okay, so that's how they get down. Right on.
Yeah, word.
So it looks funny. It looks interesting. I'm down to watch it. It is a theater release. August. It comes out August 5th. I don't know if I'll make it to a theater to watch.
This is the thing about this. I was really hyped when I
just
seen
fuck
it.
with Joe Coy.
And this is the thing is that I fuck with Joe Coy. I think he's fucking hilarious. And as you've mentioned, I identify with a lot of the comedy for many of those same reasons. I don't understand why, one, it's a theater only release, and two, it's coming out in August, and the movie is called like what, Easter Holiday or some shit. And they're talking about how like Easter's a big fucking Super Bowl for the Filipino culture. Why the fuck did they not release this movie during Easter time? Like, why was it not an April release? Especially there wasn't that much outside of Batman. There hasn't been a ton going on in the movie theaters.
Yeah,
I mean,
would have been much more.
There's not a single comedy film that's going to drive me to the theater, unfortunately.
Right.
I love comedy, but I don't know that I'm going to any movie for any comedian.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Like when you were talking about Joy Coy, I was like, if Tom Segura made a movie, I don't know that I would go to the theater and see it. Like, just because, like, it would be funny, I'm sure, but like, it's not driving me.
No.
It's not driving me.
I'll wait till that bitch comes out on Netflix, HBO Max, Paramount, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And
unless there's a cameo in it, then I don't give a fuck about it. Right? That's what it's come down to.
Yeah.
Tom Holland driving down the highway with a honk if you're horny bumper sticker.
I'd fuck with that. 100%.
You guys are idiots.
If he was the next Bond.
Oh, man. All right, man. So you know what time it is here. We have our spoiler segment of the podcast. So that means that if you have not seen any of the shows that we're going to be discussing, which is our movie, which is Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, MoonKnight, or Ozark, which is the three things that we plan on speaking about in this segment, please fall off now. And that is actually the order that we will talk. So if you don't want to be spoiled on any of that, that is the order that we will be talking about it in. So peace out. Remember to give us a rating and a review. And remember that we love you. We'll catch you next week. All right?
Word.
So let's give Mr. Bilger a call.
Esteban.
I should have texted him real quick. Now we are.
Oh, stop block.
Esteban. Brody.
I live for that every day.
Every fucking time.
Yes.
Every time.
Every time, yeah. So we've reached our spoiler segment, and you, my friend, are joining us for this amazing conversation on Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Let's start with overall thoughts, Steve. What you walked out of that theater, what were you thinking as you walked out that door?
Shit, I'm glad I got tickets for about 12 hours from now to watch it again.
Okay. I like that. I fuck with that.
I like that.
That is a good sign.
I had already purchased tickets for seeing it again the next morning before I even saw it the first time.
Johnny did the same.
Which I technically did for Spider-Man as well. So
Okay.
True.
Yeah,
he just has multiple friend groups that he has to watch these movies with.
Oh.
Was that it?
Yeah, I'd have gone and seen it by myself. Okay.
Twice.
I had the day off. I was gonna go see it again, I think, regardless.
Right.
It was awesome. I was very pleased with it. I was very I don't want to say lived up to the hype because I don't think anything ever actually does anymore, but I just try not to get myself too hyped. but I think this
Same.
exceeded expectations.
See, and that's because obviously we know now that it's even though it's more on the side of the positive reviews, there are still a good amount of people that just didn't enjoy this one for whatever reason. And I think, and we were talking about it earlier, we were thinking like, yo, it was just, we're at a point now where movies are being really hyped up, cameos are being really hyped up, and then it's just not, even though we're getting some dope ass cameos and shit, like with this one, John Krasinski, we got that cameo, which was amazing. Didn't
Reed.
expect that, even though it was a rumor, didn't expect that to happen. I was thinking like if we got Fantastic Four, we'd probably get the OG from the older movies, him pop up or something like that. But still, I mean, it's part of the multiverse. I was thinking like, yo, maybe he'll pop up, and that will still be cool. But when we got John Krasinski, that was like a oh shit move, like that was a oh shit moment. But when we didn't get any of the other ones,
though, right? That's not who you were thinking.
The what?
Not Miles Teller.
Miles Teller.
Who's Miles Teller?
He was he wasn't Richard. He wasn't Richard Reed, was he?
No, we're not talking about the most recent one.
Was he? Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
I think you're thinking like Ian
Grufford. Ian Grufford.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Which
Michael Chiklis.
Cool with.
I'd have been happy with that.
Yeah.
Because he was Mr. Fantastic for a while.
Right.
3 movies. What's it, 2 or 3?
Yeah, 3. No, 3 movies.
And there was only 2 of those. There was the reboot with Michael B. Douglas and those dudes. But
I thought
Michael B. Douglas. I like
Michael B.
that.
Douglas.
Yeah.
Was he in Falling Down?
Be sure.
I like that.
I
like
block,
it.
Perfect.
It's Hannah's dog, Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Michael Douglas.
Oh man, no, but if it was, I never seen that one. I didn't even bother watching the Michael B. Jordan one.
Really?
Yeah, damn.
There was
I thought that was your homie,
wasn't there?
There was just one of those.
That was one of those, and then there was
There's only been
Fantastic
3
Four.
Fantastic Four movies.
Johnny, your Fantastic Four movie knowledge is fucked.
It is
Fantastic Four.
I dismiss it so much. It's like,
yeah, I know. Same. We all do.
Part 2
Fantastic
of the
Four.
original was the Silver Surfer one,
Yes.
and they
Fantastic
didn't do
Four,
anything
and
after
then
that.
Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer, and then after that, many years later, they did a reboot.
Jessica Jessica Alba was in the Michael Chiklis one, right?
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm getting my Fantastic Fours mixed
Chiklis
up.
was the first one,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Where anyway, moving on. So I was really happy about that cameo because I didn't think that we were getting that one. Just like I didn't think that we were going to get the Tom Cruise Iron Man and all of that shit. I was happy about those. I was happy about the ones that, the trailer ruined 2 of the cameos. So it was like, whatever.
I didn't watch the trailer, so I was hyped.
Oh, see, look at that. So you were extra hyped.
I was extra hyped when I seen sorry, Steve, but when I seen Professor X's on the like full X-Men 1994 like
wardrobe and all that.
Wardrobe,
Yeah.
the floating yellow fucking chair. Like I definitely got hyped for that. Because I didn't.
Captain Carter
apparently,
was
that was in the trailer, and I didn't see that previous trailer.
Yep.
So
that was the latest trailer. Was it spoiled that part there on the floating thing, on the floating wheelchair, and Captain Carter's shield.
Oh yeah.
So that
I got spoiled
that's where
with the
those
thumbnail. I did. I saw that in the thumbnail, and I was like, "Motherfucker! I bet you Captain Carter's in this movie."
When we first saw that trailer, though, when I heard that voice, like maybe we should tell him. I remember texting you and being like, "Yo, that was fucking Patrick Stewart. That was fucking Ian McKellen. Like, I know that fucking voice." So like, I spoiled it for myself right there because like that voice is just recognizable.
Well, they showed that back during the Super Bowl too. That was
They did.
Yeah.
months back where they had that voiceover, and you kind of saw like the back profile of them. So I haven't gone back and watched any of the trailers. Like I always like doing that to see like, okay, what did they change? What did they throw us for? The only thing I can catch is the fact that they didn't have that Dark Strange in the Incursion universe. I'm not going to call him Strange Supreme, but that one he met up at the end with.
Yeah,
he didn't say things just got out of hand. They mentioned Krasinski actually said that line when he was quoting the Strange that died in the Illuminati universe.
Sure.
So that was the only thing that I know that they changed in the final movie, though.
So I will continue this conversation with saying the things that I did enjoy from this movie. I loved, even though like there were some very Raimi, like Sam Raimi-esque scenes, like when all of the when they were like overlapping each other. I remember that from like Spider-Man and shit like that, like stuff like that. I was just like, I mean, he could find better things to like ways to transition there. But that aside, I love the dark take on it.
Yeah,
I loved all that shit. The dark take. What
really
are you?
went all out?
Are you jump
Steve,
roping
what
over
the
there?
fuck are you doing over there, my guy?
You jump roping over there? What the fuck?
He's nailing in a fucking plaque of Tony Stark on his wall.
Apparently it's the cutting. I apologize. Jump rope.
We always cut you when you're making dinner. I love it.
Whatever it is,
Oh, no,
that's
it's not.
loud. That's what Steve's doing. It's like, oh, I gotta cut this tree down. You want to talk about Multiverse of Madness? I gotta get this fucking branch down. Come on.
No, you're fine. I should take a tree down. I mean, then we've got a couple trees down. Next week I'll chainsaw.
Let's give you more work.
Please.
No, but the things that I really did enjoy though, it was the dark take on it. Fucking Wanda. I love that the fact, because I knew for a long time I was saying, yo, she is the big bad, and it wasn't until the first trailers came out that I was like, oh, maybe she isn't. Like, you know, because it was kind of the rumor. And then when she ended up being the big bad, I was like, yes, okay. And then like the fucking the scene with her in the tunnel, like with them like going through the tunnel, like near the end, that shit was fucking dope, because I was fucking I was like on the edge of my seat there, like you can feel the anxiety from that shit. It was true like horror-esque. But didn't quite go full horror. But I was just like, yo, this is kind of wild. Fucking, I know Dave didn't like this part, but the Illuminati all fucking dying was great.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
The deaths were
Hell
dope.
yeah.
The deaths were dope. The idea of killing that Illuminati when I just got to witness them and see them and hear them.
That.
I didn't care
Me
for
too.
that. That
It was
seemed
kind
cheap.
of-
That seemed like a cheap, hey, we got cameos, but we're gonna fucking kill them in 2 seconds.
that is
Game
awesome.
of
I think
Thrones
that's what
first
makes it great.
first season rather, killing Ned Stark. It was in a way felt like that. Like, you like this person? Yeah, they're gone.
And that's
It was
that's
ballsy.
why
I'll give them that.
That's
It
why
was
I
ballsy.
enjoyed it, because we have not witnessed that in the MCU. Other than like, if you want to fucking compare it, like the closest thing that we got to was the original Pietro, where we got, we got what was it? What's his name? Was it Quicksilver, right?
Yeah, Quicksilver.
Yeah, we got Quicksilver, and then he dies at the end. But at this
you're right.
point, we're used to it being like, oh, we have these new characters. No,
They don't usually
They're all
kill
fucking dead.
heroes at all.
none.
Right.
And
Especially
that was
Professor X, bro. He's like mutant royalty, dog. Like Marvel royalty, and they just fucking snapped his neck. I was like,
Yeah, but I think
damn.
that
this is the
scene
third
was
time we watched him
fire.
die.
It was.
think
No,
it
it was
worked.
dope.
She came out
did.
and
I think
she
it
was
worked.
like in like the crypt skull looking witch.
Yep.
Snapped his shit.
Yep.
Woo, I was like,
No, homeboy echoing his voice in his head and blowing his
Oh,
own
yeah,
shit
yeah,
out
that
like
was-
fucking Mission Impossible
Black
3.
Bolt.
That
Black
shit.
Bolt.
That was
Absolutely.
dope. Like the deaths
Black
were
Bolt.
dope. I mean, that's not my problem. It was just them fucking with my emotions like that. That's we get John Krasinski and like I'm
Loved it,
watching fucking Jim Halpert get murked out here and it's hurting my soul like as I'm watching it. Like that's what fucked me up.
I got a
you
hot
didn't
I
watch
think
take
they
Quiet
did
on
that on
that.
Place?
purpose.
You didn't
What's
watch
that?
A Quiet Place?
I got a hot
No, I
take
did.
on that.
I watched
So
all of
whenever
it.
y'all ready for it, let me know.
Go for it.
I want to hear it.
I honestly, after seeing Jim Halpert, what's his name? John Krasinski.
John Krasinski. Yes.
I'm kind of glad we got him in this movie because he's been fan cast for so long. Because he looks.
Oh yeah.
He looks like
He looks the
Richard
part.
Reed. But the moment he started speaking, and I started looking at him more in like the full suit, I was kind of like, I don't know that I like John Krasinski in this role anymore.
disagree.
Bro, Eric
disagree.
Voss would highly disagree with that, dog.
I would disagree with that.
I just,
Yeah.
the more I started watching it and listening to him, I was like, you know, you don't sound like the smartest man alive to me. You sound very like nervous, and you don't sound like, he didn't sound.
I mean, Wanda was scary. Let's not get that twisted.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just like where they're in a world where
I'm talking about when he was
Doctor
talking
Strange
to Doctor
died.
Strange, and he was sitting on the Illuminati at the top. Like, I don't know. He just he sounded like Jim to me. He didn't sound like like he was the smartest man alive. Like he didn't sound stately the way, you know, Ian Grufford's played it, right? Like he sounded very like, yes, you're the smartest man alive, which means you're a nerd, right? But he
go back
sounded
and
like a
watch
fucking
that,
nerd
that
to
old
me.
Fantastic Four and tell me that again. That old
Yeah.
Fantastic Four is campy as shit, dude.
It is.
You can't even compare the two.
I'm
misses
not
the camp.
saying that he's a better Reed Richards. I'm just saying that the way that they played that
Sounded
Reed
like that.
Richards was he felt more like he was trying to be like a president, right? And this the way that Jim played it, I don't know, or rather John Krasinski played it. I watched him and I was like, bring somebody else
Maybe-
in, like some no-name
maybe
person
that was
I
the-
don't know, but I don't know
Maybe
that I'm
it was
feeling
the-
this.
That was the smartest way to handle it at the time.
Maybe it was a test.
don't know.
It could be like a test. Like, how does the audience react?
yeah.
If he was the smartest man, would he have let Wanda kill him? Like, wouldn't the smartest man have found a way to not get killed by
Wouldn't
Wanda?
the smartest man alive not just like do a whack ass reach? like what the fuck was that? Like, you just gonna
Yeah, that wasn't
how did you
smart.
think you were gonna defeat the
Oh, I
fucking
got this,
Scarlet
guys.
Witch with a reach up to her? Like, what were you gonna do?
I mean,
like try to choke her?
So now
Was
now-
that the
so-
point though? Like this.
So
is
hold
how
on.
badass Wanda is.
Now we're getting into like, we're getting too deep into the fucking weeds here. The movie played out the way that it was supposed to fucking
Agreed,
play out.
yes,
Not only that, but
yes.
it was, but this is a version of Reed Richards that
that we don't give a fuck
obviously
about. We should.
that we don't give a fuck
we'll
about.
never see
And that's what
again.
I'm saying. Like, people are upset, like, yo, but now we're not gonna have Reed Richards, and then there's a new Fantastic Four coming out. Which, by the way, there are rumors, which, it would be dope. But if John Krasinski actually ends up directing,
That would be
because we know
interesting.
he has the way of doing it. Like with Quiet Place, he has two fucking dope ass fucking films that he's attached to.
He's an acclaimed
he has
director.
yes, he has the chops to do it. With who was it that was directing it before that John Watts?
John Watts, yeah.
Whoever did
Spider-Man guy.
John Watts. Yep,
Spider-Man.
John Watts. Now that he is out of the picture for directing the new Fantastic Four,
lines up.
if John Krasinski comes in, directs it, and stars in it, it would be very dope. And I think we're gonna get a different version of it.
It would be
of
the
that
first
character.
time Marvel allows that.
True,
Damn.
true. And that would be that would
Outside
be
of the TV
absolutely
shows,
fire.
because I think they've had some of the big actors direct one of the episodes.
Sure, yeah, sure. But no, I overall
Maybe.
I enjoyed it. Was it an absolute perfect movie? No, but I love the different
What is?
the difference that the different way that Sam Raimi brought that forth. That like that whole feeling. I felt it, and I left the movie theater thinking, damn, that I was surprised when two of my friends were just like, yeah, I wasn't feeling it. Like it wasn't
Wow.
good. Exactly. But that's okay. I mean, and they're not alone. There's a lot of people that said that they weren't feeling the fucking movie. And then there's obviously a whole lot of people that
For sure.
that agree that like, yo, oh my God, that movie was dope as hell. Was it the best Marvel movie? No, not in my opinion. But it brought enough new feeling to the Marvel universe that I fucked with that feeling. I love that feeling.
In my opinion, it might be one of the best, though.
And it's up there, right?
Yeah.
I think it is.
I think it
it's
is
top
too.
three.
I think it is too. But we have a lot of movies that we have to really sift through and think about when considering what the best are. But I agree. I think it is one of the better, one of the best. It's definitely top 3, at worst top 5. Marvel movies for me, and it's the feeling. To me, it wasn't as convoluted as people are making it out to be. So a lot of people, for some reason, couldn't keep up with the fucking
And
premise.
when you're hopping multiverses, like how straightforward is it supposed to be?
Right.
Do you know what I'm
You're
saying?
supposed-
Like you should be. It should be a little weird. It should be dreamlike. When you have a dream and you bounce from one part of your dream to the next, like there's no reason or rhyme for why that's happening. But like that was sort of the feeling of jumping through the multiverses, when they would fall and shit. Like it's not supposed to be like straightforward and coherent most of the time. Like it's gonna be a little weird when you're fucking jumping through different universes, right? Like I get
Right.
it.
No, I get it. So that was that's my take on it. Y'all agree?
Word.
Awesome.
It fucked.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking not only did I love it, like I really just thought that it was. That's why
You
I
saw it
say
twice.
like, and I saw it twice, and I really both times. First time I saw it in Dolby, second time I saw it in IMAX, and I was very actually impressed that the IMAX viewing, by the way, filled the entire IMAX screen the whole way.
My guys.
What the fuck was that?
The motorcycle. Sorry. Couldn't get to mute quick enough.
No, it's just funny.
My bad.
Sounded like
We love you,
Dormammu was
Esteban.
trying to work his way through the mic and shit.
He's there. He's right there. Coming
He's
through the
right
dark
there.
dimension.
No, I really what the fuck was I saying? I right.
The IMAX screening was solid.
Yeah.
I saw it in IMAX too, Johnny. and I
Yeah.
was
So
looking-
yeah. It filled the whole screen. I thought that was dope. And it was a great experience. I saw it twice. I really fucking I loved how it was short. It was packed into that full 2 hours. I didn't feel like there was really many dull moments. Maybe there was as in every movie, there needs to be some exposition. There needs to be some, conversational pieces. But there really wasn't
right,
like
too.
anything that was dull. There wasn't any, thing that like stretched anything out.
Everything had purpose.
Exactly. Every moment mattered. Starting from the very beginning all the way through the very end. Every single moment mattered. Every conversation had something to do to move the overall story. There was, economy of plot that was built in. I stole that from Evan Voss, but it was really fucking. Eric Voss rather. But it was. You could see it. You could feel it as you were watching it. So, for me, this was definitely one of the best MCU movies for that reason. Because I was completely enthralled throughout the entire point. And it has nothing to do with the multiversal aspect, the cameos. Those were all like cherries on top to me. When I seen, Professor X, when I seen Reed Richards, even, Maria Rambeau replaying Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
That was fucking dope. I've never watched the Inhuman show or any of the ABC shits. So I had no idea that Black Bolt was the original Black Bolt. But afterwards that I found out it was the same dude from the show, I was like, well, that's kind of dope.
Oh, that's kind of cool, yeah.
But his character and the way he played it I mean, there's not a lot to do, but the way he died, really, I think that was a pretty dopeness. And like I said, it wasn't like a Doctor Strange movie. It felt like all that time that I invested into WandaVision paid off in this movie.
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah, definitely did.
Yep. And now Multiverse of Madness, the name makes so much sense. MOM, mom.
Yeah.
Coming out on Mother's Day weekend.
Yeah.
All of that.
I like all of that. I like all of that.
Big conspiracy by Hallmark.
No, so I definitely enjoyed it, and but also we wanted, since you're on the call, let me ask you, did you complete MoonKnight?
Oh hell yeah!
All right.
Of course,
so then
we're
gonna segue from that, because we all agree Multiverse of Madness was the shit.
Yeah.
So now we'll also add in there, what were your thoughts on?
I mean, Dave had a little bit of a reservation.
Oh yeah, Dave. Actually,
No. Like
Let's do that before we jump into MoonKnight.
I had a couple things, and really it was just I wasn't a fan of the Illuminati getting murked. But I understand that it's a different multiverse and that's not the end of them. But like I was very excited for those. I was pretty sure that John Krasinski was going to be Reed Richards by the time I saw it.
the day.
And yeah, I mean, I thought something was going to happen where
make a
they
difference.
weren't going to get, like they were going to help. Like it was going to be like, oh, there's this Illuminati out there and like they can make a difference in the MCU. And like, obviously that did not come to fruition, as we know, if we saw the movie. So like that really was the one thing that rubbed me wrong. But I mean, just the fact that they were there, like, means MCU, they're open to having these characters back. It's not the end of them, I get it, but like my initial disappointment was pretty heavy. Like after I came out, I was like, damn, that was rough to watch, like something I was really excited about. And then the other stupid thing was, I know you did, was I thought I was hearing Wanda's accent come in and out. Like there would be a word every now and then where it sounded like she was going for that Sokovian accent.
I did hear that.
And then it would just drop right out. Like, is it there? Are you from Sokovia? Is this a different Wanda? Are you not? For like, where the fuck is the accent? Like, either do it or don't. Like, stop fucking with me like that. Like, it was about to come out. She would say words where it was like this fucking Russian accent, this very thick, like, why bother with the one fucking word every 2,000 words to put an accent on?
I did notice that.
Thank you.
But it did not.
I'm an accent guy.
You are an accent guy, so I understand why it fucked with you as hard as it did. I actually did hear that because I was like, does she have an accent? Does she not have an accent?
And it's the same with Wanda. Like, it was the same thing.
Way.
Like, did she have an accent?
I felt like
Wanda?
it was way
Sometimes
worse
she
with
did.
Wanda in WandaVision. I'm assuming that's what you mean because she's Wanda in both roles.
Yes.
I felt it way more in WandaVision. I didn't. Like I said, I saw it twice, and there was I tried to pay way more attention the second time.
I know, and you still didn't.
And I
didn't catch
there
it.
was
And
like
maybe
a
it's
couple
me.
of words where I was like, okay, she says that kind of with an accent, but she literally says it was like the word weird, but the rest of the sentence sounds the same. So
Right. Yeah. It's like she put the accent on one word. She's like, I'm really going to emphasize it here, guys. Get ready for this Sokovian accent. And then there's nothing.
That's her Sokovian American accent.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
all right.
She's been integrated.
In WandaVision, though, she was putting on a show. Everything was her own reality she created. She got rid of the accent. You do that long enough, I mean, everything else in the movie was pointing to like her being affected by the Darkhold and whatnot. God only knows if they want to explain away the fact that, like, well, she doesn't have an accent here because she's dream walking in the other universe, etc. Like, I don't know. I have to watch it again to see like what parts in particular she.
Let me know.
Didn't
Let me
have
know when
the
you watch
accent.
again. If you
But I'm
take a
curious.
listen.
Yeah.
All right. So, my bad. Did I cut you off?
I was just gonna also add real quick the Illuminati scene, Dave. I think is like I think that scene is going to be more pivotal to the future of everything going on in the MCU because that's where they introduced the idea of the incursions, which I've been talking about since.
Yeah.
What did I?
Secret Wars.
Secret. Yeah.
I think you brought that up during Wanda and Loki, like that time
and Loki
period.
in particular, because the incursions is the big Secret Wars plot. So like I wouldn't be surprised if that incursion is or that scene is actually like an incursion point as well. Like in Secret Wars, the overall plot is there's a good Reed Richards and a bad Reed Richards from original universe versus the alternate universe. Bad Reed Richards, what turned him bad? Oh, losing like Sue and his family and like the future that he knew he had in other universes. Like, all right, do they revisit this point? And instead of Wanda killing Reed Richards, she goes and kills his kids and then turns him bad or something like that. So I bet that scene gets revisited in the future of whatever's going on. I would like bet money on it.
All right, so I can't wait to see how that unravels down the road. But as I was saying earlier, let's pretty much we can just touch on how we felt with this season of MoonKnight
as a whole.
As a whole, because like to me, I enjoyed MoonKnight. I enjoyed it. It was a great season. The only thing I was disappointed in, it was just like I really did want more. From the season. I'm not liking the 6 episodes that is the trend in Marvel shows right now.
6 to 8, like
6,
that
6 to 8.
little...
It's a small, and it's like if we get 8, they're like half-hour fucking episodes.
Yeah,
and it's like I'm not liking. Like, why the fuck are we doing this? And they're treating these TV shows as a like introductory point with these new folks. But even though we're being introduced to these characters, and as much as I did like MoonKnight and like the intricacies that had to do with like everything, like him jumping
his
back and forth, his personalities, like all of that, like it just felt like fuck, man, all of this was just a setup for something else. And even though I enjoyed it, I love the character, I love all of that shit, it still feels like fuck. This was just a setup. And I don't chalk it up to the series itself, but it's more like fucking 6 episodes. How can we introduce this character? Like, that's their thought, is how can we introduce this character in 6 episodes?
It's like, do they make an Eternals style MCU movie that will be like, meh, it was okay? Or do they throw it all into a 6-episode Disney Plus series that they know will probably fuck based on their track record?
I think that they're gonna the MoonKnight is going to be a crossover character that jumps into. I don't see, that's the one thing that also I kind of do like, is the fact that I don't see where he would come in, right? Like his character would come in the MCU as we know it right now. I can't see how he's gonna come over.
No?
I feel like there was another MCU character that we
no I'm sure there is, but I'm just saying, like, they didn't reference really anything from the MCU. Everything, it felt like he was just his own person, which is cool, which is great.
Persons
and I love the characters. I love the characters, and I loved the series. Yeah, but the ending just gave me a feeling of this is just a setup for something else. Oh, 100%. And I don't like that feeling.
No,
I don't like that feeling.
You don't like,
and they haven't signed more. They're not even. They're not even sure on a season 2 yet. Like for MoonKnight, there's not signed. Like Oscar Isaac was like, I don't know.
I didn't want a finale, but I wanted like some. I don't know what I was expecting. I just wanted something.
He wanted Reed Richards to show up in the end credits scene, tie it all into Multiverse of Madness.
I guess I just really wanted like some oomph, and I didn't really feel that from that last episode. I really didn't feel the oomph.
I got hype when I saw Jake Lockley.
Yeah, same.
Me too.
Those gunshots, bro. That was like a mob hit. That was
because I've been waiting for him the whole fucking show. We knew since like episode 1, I think it was. I think in the very first episode.
Wait,
that's
what
when
did
he
we know?
blacks.
No, it was
yeah.
like episode 2 when he blacked out, and they were like, did you do that? Like, what did you do?
Oh,
He's
right.
like,
It
I
was
didn't do
somebody
anything.
else. It was somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, it was either the first or the second episode where he's like running through the street and then he blacks out, and when he wakes up, like everybody's dead on the floor. And I was like, and then
I thought that was Mark. I thought that was Mark.
you see
did
that I think that's what it led you to believe. But I
But
think it
later
really
on, like
was
episode-
Jake. In the
episode
second
5,
episode is
there
when
was the
he
Jake.
ends up with like the knife at the dude, and then you're like, who the fuck was that? Like, was it you? Was it me? I don't know. But let's keep moving on.
Oh, at the rooftop.
But I think
On
the
the
whole
rooftop.
time, every time he's bodied anybody like that bad, where it's been super bloody, I think every
That was
single
Jake
time has
coming
been
in,
Jake.
fucking shit up.
Yeah. He's been fucking
I
shit
don't know. I
up.
feel like Jake's a gun guy. I feel like he just comes in and he's shooting everybody.
Jake's a
I don't know if he's
murderer
got the
guy. That's what
hand-to-hand.
He's just a murderer guy.
He's a murderer.
Steve,
That's fair.
what was your take on it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was definitely one of the more ambitious, unique moves by Marvel so far. Like, that's a pretty unknown character unless you get pretty deep into the weeds. And I thought they did it really well. I think the overall walk to kind of your point, like, are we just setting something else up? Like, yeah, fucking course we are. Like, why wouldn't we by this point use every property we possibly can to intro somebody else that we can reuse later and put them into something else? And
Sure.
whatnot. Like, Oscar Isaac's not going anywhere outside of the MCU by this point. Also, what the fuck are any of these actors gonna really do in terms of like turning down MCU roles? With that said, I think
yeah, fucking Charlize Theron. Goddamn, there's every fucking
come on, right?
major actor is got to be a part of MCU at this point.
Benedict was quoted the other day, like, "Oh, I'll play Doctor Strange the other 10 years. The next 10 years. I'd love to do that." It's like, yeah, for the
Why
money,
not?
obviously,
Sure.
dude.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, go out in power.
Yeah, and he's
But-
gonna get to make out with Charlize Theron at some point.
I mean,
That's
that's
also
not going to
nice.
be bad for him either.
No.
But no, Moon Knight I think was solid. I think it's going to have some solid tie-ins with Black Panther coming up, obviously.
Okay.
Blade.
Bast being one of the other gods and related to Khonshu. Blade, would be solid.
And they did
And
run
that would also tie back to Dane Whitman and the Eternals. So
and they
could do
mentioned
Midnight
the
Suns.
ancestral plane.
Yep,
Yep.
they did.
Yep.
That
And, I
totally
mean, that-
ties the two.
Yeah. Yeah, this god's a hippo. This one's a fucking literal Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like, obviously there's going to be some tie. That one's an alligator or crocodile, whatever the bad guy was. Like,
Right.
all the gods coming into it. And again, like, we're seeing gods in Thor Love and Thunder coming up. How's their tie there? I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of drop about like the Egyptian gods in Thor Love and Thunder, because that's going to be all about the God Butcher. So I don't know.
There's a lot.
I'm
There's a
stoked.
lot.
Yeah.
No,
The connections that they're making by this point are so good and so intricate, but like, you really got to be paying attention by this point.
And even
I think
even with the things that I didn't enjoy about it, again, I don't want to make it seem like I did not like Moon Knight. The
You
show
hated
was
it.
great. Show was great. Both Ethan Hawke and Oscar Isaac did an amazing job.
Amazing.
Ethan
yeah.
Hawke was amazing.
Yeah.
He was really
Both.
great.
Everyone involved. It was an amazing job. It's just like, fuck, I hate going through all of that, and at the end of the day, it's just like, yes, I like, of course, it all leads up to something else, but it's just like, fuck, this whole season was just literally, midway through, I was just like, this whole thing is just so that they can
That's been the last decade.
find each other,
decade
so
of
that
our
they
lives,
can find
though.
each other during this fucking season, so that they can then fuck on the next fucking season or wherever the fuck they show up. They just have to come together and work together to become the ultimate Moon Knight. And I'm just like, oh, I already see that coming. And I guess that's where I was just like, fuck, man, like that's where we're going with this. But
see what
whatever.
you're
Either
saying.
way, it was really good.
Locke forgets the days. Locke forgets the days of being introduced to Thanos at the beginning or the end of the.
I remember that.
first
Guardians of the
I
Galaxy.
see.
Oh, was it
I
Avengers or
totally
was it
get where
Guardians?
he's saying, but I feel like he's saying like he wanted that episode 6 to happen like in episode 3. Like he wanted the team up to get that ultimate Moon Knight. Now I'm fucking Moon Knight and I'm the real hero, and then like bust ass for the next 2 episodes and do like Moon Knight shit for the next couple episodes instead of at the end.
Instead, it all led up to 6 episodes.
It was like a
of
full origin story that culminated at the end of the origin.
Correct.
That was like Daredevil, first season of Daredevil on Netflix, where he didn't get his suit until the end, and he wasn't technically Daredevil.
Fucking people up during that.
And so was Moon Knight, dog. So was Moon Knight.
was fucking people up.
Not to the level of fucking
Yeah, you're right,
Let's not compare.
Who wins in a
let's
fight?
not compare.
Daredevil or Moon
And that
Knight?
was like 12 episodes,
14 or some
Daredevil
shit.
or Moon Knight?
Yeah, that was like 12 episodes on Daredevil.
I'm just saying. That was the same type of setup. Same
I
type of
agree,
bullshit.
Dave. I agree, Dave.
Thank you,
They've been doing it
Esteban.
for years. They've been doing it for years.
This ain't nothing new.
Nah, man. Fuck all that. I just thought they could. If we had an extra episode or 2, it would have been great.
Why even have a first season? Just make him Moon Knight from the first episode.
I would have loved.
I love
8
those
episodes.
Hell yeah, 10 episodes.
I love
Give me
when
12.
we
10 is
bypass
too
all
much.
that bullshit.
Give me 8. 8, I'm good.
I love when we bypass all that bullshit, like with Spider-Man this time around. Like we all, like, you know what I mean?
We didn't
like,
bypass shit. There was 2 movies already.
I guess that's true. That's true. We had to bypass. Anyway, so I don't know, but at the end of it, I can't wait to see more of Moon Knight.
Fucked.
Yeah, I thought it was
super
good.
hard. Way harder than we
really
thought.
good.
Having known nothing about it coming in and just being like, hey, this is Oscar Isaac. This is the MCU. Let it fuck, and it will, and it did. So like, I'm stoked. I'm pumped about that.
Yeah, just don't get mad on my on my conversation on it. Like, it's just how I took it, bro.
I'm not trying to. Yo, your feelings are valid, dog. Don't ever let me.
Your mustache
tell
is
you
really
that they're
getting to
not.
your brain, bro.
Let me tell you that they're not.
need
I
to
feel like you're
relax.
jealous. Yo, y'all sensing jealousy about this mustache real quick?
Yeah, I want some shit on my lip.
I feel like it, dog. Just let's do it. Let's 2,000 followers, and then it's on.
I want some shit on my lip.
Then it's on.
Pause.
How do you pause having shit on your lip? It could be female shit. What are you talking about?
Pause. I don't want
said just
female
pause.
shit on my lip.
You don't want no shit on
I don't
it.
think you really
No
understand
shit.
the,
Nah, he
the
did.
reason
He did.
for a pause.
He was talking about a vulva on your face.
Oh man. Anyway.
Steve,
All right,
did you watch
Steve.
Ozark? Are you an Ozark guy?
Have not watched those.
Ah, all
Okay,
right. Well, then
yeah,
you
yeah.
have a good nice night, sir. Bye bye.
I gotta get into those.
Yeah, you do. Oh, you really do.
Oh, you definitely do.
Absolutely.
You and your lady will definitely enjoy it. So you got to do
Yeah.
that.
Or maybe
all right,
not,
So yeah,
depending on how this conversation goes.
that's right.
I bet I'd enjoy it.
Yeah, you would.
All right, so we're about to spoil the whole shit for you because we're not going to let you hang up. So,
Stay on the line, Steve.
no, Esteban, thank you for jumping on with us.
Yeah,
Love you,
buddy.
man.
We missed you.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
missed you. It's
miss
been
you
a
guys
while.
too.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
thanks for the call.
Appreciate
Of course,
you.
buddy. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you dudes later.
Latros.
So yeah, no. So Ozark, that ending, I didn't find it
Dun,
to
dun.
be to be too bad. Apparently, you.
Yeah, Johnny had a real problem. Usually, I'm the guy that has a problem with stuff, but this time it's Johnny. Johnny's got
They
the
done
problem.
they done murked her, but
But it was, no, but they did. Well, I don't care about the. I don't say I don't care about the Ruth killing. I was rooting for Ruth the whole time. The fact that they killed
Hell
her,
yeah.
I was a little upset, but at the same time, like wifey was telling me, like, you know, she murked the fucking head of the cartel. There was no way she was ever gonna come out alive.
no.
I was more
bad
upset
karma.
about the bullshit Sopranos ending that they gave us. cutting the black. Like that's already been done. Like don't give
I
me
didn't
that
think
bullshit.
that was. I didn't think that you saw homie holding the gun. You heard the gunshot.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
didn't
knew
really
what
take
happened.
the-
Like
don't
at
know.
the Sopranos.
What did he do? What do you mean? What you telling me?
He shot my guy. My homeboy is dead. 100%. There's no.
You don't
way.
think he shot his parents?
No.
Why
That's
not?
a question. That's on the table.
Yes, that's the whole. That's the blackout. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't
Did you get
that.
that? I didn't.
You
I
didn't
didn't
see
get that
him
vibe from
waver.
it at all.
You didn't see him waver at the end. He moved his arm.
didn't.
The fact you think he just shot the guy, and that's how you think that's why they cut the black because they didn't want you to see this motherfucker die. Like they've killed multiple people on the show. It ain't nothing to do with him dying. It's about the fact that I got a gun to him or them, and they've been fucking my life over. Should I fuck
So
them?
we heard
or should
one
I
gunshot.
fuck
He's
them?
gonna kill his
We
parents.
heard one gunshot. Who did he kill? He killed his dad or he killed his mom?
Fucking mom, bro. He don't
He
fucking
killed his
like
mom.
her. He don't want her. That's what I think.
I don't
but
either.
I will never know because they fucking cut to black, and that's why I'm
No,
mad.
you will know next year. You will know next year.
Next year, what?
What's
What are you
next year?
talking about? No, this was not the ending of the series.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
We have one more We have one more season.
wait, I thought it was done.
Oh.
Yes, we have a
Are you
season
sure?
5,
I
bro.
thought this was the
Yes.
series
No,
finale.
now that you say that,
No. Season 4 was split into two.
No.
Into two halves,
Wait.
and then we have season 5.
I
Season
think
5 will be
that's
the
right.
end.
I think that's right.
I thought that was Stranger Things.
No. Oh wait,
Ooh,
yeah, you're
no,
right.
maybe that
No,
was
but hold on.
No. You're confusing Stranger Things and Ozark, bro. This is it.
I know, because he sold me. I believe that for a
I
second.
know. I
Is there
remember
another
that
season of
being a
Ozark?
thing, but I thought that was Stranger Things, where season 4 was split into two, and the last season was the finale.
Now that you say that, that might be right.
I'm pretty sure this was the series finale.
I see. I was
Like
under the
series
impression
finale?
as I was
Yeah.
watching it, I was under the impression that it was the season.
Because
the
if it's
series
not,
finale.
then I'll cut this whole shit off of the fucking show. It's
like, never mind my Sopranos bullshit.
If it's just a
you cut this whole
finale,
Ozark shit if that's the case, bro. If there's another season of Ozark coming,
I don't know, bro.
I thought that was it. I thought it was Dunzo.
Yeah,
after that,
series
but
finale. I'm
Maybe
seeing
I
it on
was thinking of
multiple
Stranger
headlines.
Things. I don't.
Ozark
Okay.
says the series finale couldn't go another way. Series finale, Bobcat Easter egg.
Series
Controversial
finale,
series
If that
finale.
Yeah,
then
no,
I am
we're thinking
upset
of
about this
Stranger-
series.
You thought
I
there
am
was
upset.
more.
I thought there was more
now I
coming.
gotta
That's why I didn't
now
care
I gotta
about
go
it.
watch that last episode, and
That's why I didn't care about
Ah,
because we get no closure now. Yeah,
that's
you're right.
what I'm saying. Like I don't want.
I did not
That
see
was
him
some
waver.
bullshit
though.
Sopranos
the
ending.
I didn't see him waver either.
I'm gonna rewatch. I won't talk shit to Johnny until I rewatch.
In my opinion, I didn't see him waver, and I thought, like, now thinking, like, if that's the series finale, which apparently it is, in my opinion, it just feels like the life is just never over. That's what it tells me. Is like, no, this keeps going.
Yes,
This
if
keeps
he
going.
didn't shoot them, if he shot the dude, then yes,
I didn't
agree.
see any wavering of that. And even and in that situation, like, why would he shoot his parents? Even though, like, they were beefing the entire time, nothing made me feel like other than because he knew the brother, he knew that his
he knew the mom
ordered for his uncle to be killed.
Right.
So the only thing that would drive him to that is if he did not know that happened, and then he's saying, like, this is what is in here, and he's like, oh shit, you're right, and that would make him waver. But he knew the entire fucking time, and he already came to terms with, like, yo, this is my family, like, we're all sticking together, like, this is what's, like, it's just us, and that ending would tell me this just means, like, there is no getting out. There just isn't.
I thought that meant, like, sort of that, like, they were like, when he shot that dude, like, that dude was the last guy connecting them to
That too.
any of that shit, really. So, like,
Yeah,
if
but, I
Jonah
mean-
did murk that dude, like, the cartel dude, like, everyone that was pretty much
as far
dead
as
that
them
was
getting
gonna
in
link
trouble.
them to
Yeah,
anything.
but this motherfucking bitch Camilla killed Ruth. How they gonna run? Like, what's going on with the casino? How they gonna fucking
Either way, that
run money
that part
through the
was
casino?
explained.
How are
that's
they
true.
gonna continue? Unless like all of Ruth's shares go to them, like that.
Marty, yeah.
No, I went to what's her name? What's the other girl?
The other chick, yeah,
That's
I don't know.
that's
over
Rachel. I think was her name.
So
Now it
Rachel's
falls on
going to be
her.
the casino chick, and they all go back to Chicago because Jonah just murked the dude. I honestly didn't catch any of what you
I
were.
didn't catch the waiver
I
part
didn't
of
I
it.
either. I
felt
just assumed, like-
maybe I'm exaggerating the waiver that I saw, but I really felt like you heard the load,
The cocking.
off screen, and then you seen him pull up, and maybe it's just because he's a skinny little fucking kid or whatever that I saw a little waiver, but I saw him go like a little bit of a little.
Is that what you wanted to see?
But
very
even then,
subtle,
they were,
very subtle back and forth, and then
It
it
was
immediately went
significant.
black.
No, it's a significant. Like they weren't standing next to each other. Like everybody wasn't.
It was like 1,
it was
2,
literally
3.
one. No, it was like one, and it would have to have been an obvious turn,
Maybe, yeah.
in my opinion.
I thought that was like a Jonah redemption because he was such a bitch these last couple seasons, and less so.
Yeah.
That last season, but like the third season, like I could not stand his character, what he was doing, his arc. It was all
Agreed.
pissing me
Yeah.
off, and I felt like that might have been his redemption. Like, hey, this is my family. This is what we do. I love them regardless. Fuck this.
That's
Boom.
where I was
Like,
kind
that
of
was-
like
that was
unsure
sort of
of
how
what the
I-
fuck was going on, because
Yeah.
that whole thing where like Ruth went in and like stood up the fucking grandpa, and then they decide to go see the mom, and then they let the mom out of fucking the mental institution, and then they're all driving in the car, and we're back where we started at the fucking start of the season. Car flips
Yeah, the
over,
car
and they're all
accident.
just like, you know what? I love y'all more than anything. And then he like comes out of the room dressed in the tux. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, maybe y'all right. Maybe it was more like I'm back with the family, and it's
This is just how it
this
is.
is
Like
the
if I want to
family
be
is
with my
the
family,
La cosa
Yeah.
nostra.
Yeah, and the family is a family, and I really do think like that was just. It was just a thing like, every time we
I just
feel
really
like we're
didn't like
getting out
that
of
cut
it,
to black bullshit, man.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you. Now that I know there isn't a one. Yeah, because I got it confused with Stranger Things, because that's how Stranger Things is doing
Yeah.
it. But yeah. So now that I know that was the end, like that is some bullshit, because I thought we were gonna get something else that really ties it all together. But apparently that's what.
if
that's
we
all
didn't
get.
if we didn't see Jonah with the gun and we just heard the gunshot, that'd be some fucking Sopranos like black screen,
Yeah,
fade
yeah,
to
'cause
black
there
type
was
shit.
no-
But like, yeah, in the Sopranos, it was just black. Like there was no context, like there was nothing. But like you see a kid raise up a gun, point it at a dude, then you hear a gunshot.
Right.
We can infer
Yeah.
pretty much what
That-
happened.
That,
Like,
that just told me.
I didn't feel gypped by that
Yeah.
at all. Like it surprised me that the dude was even there to begin with. Like I thought he was gone being a cop, doing his thing. Like he got his job back. Like he was out of the picture, but he looked at that fucking cookie jar with the ashes in it before he left the motel. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys
I
remember
did
that
catch
shot
that.
at
Yep.
all. He briefly, like the camera focused on it and you're like, oh, maybe he thought about, nope. He wanted to go do his shit. And like, I thought that was
I
the
just
end of
wasn't
him.
aware that he was not aware that the cookie jar was. Even though I remember him mentioning when he walked in to see Ruth in the
wanted
trailer,
a
he was
snack,
like,
right? Yeah.
"Hey, you still haven't filled that cookie jar up?" And she was like, "Shut the fuck up, keep talking or whatever."
Yeah. Bring your own fucking snacks, she said.
Yeah. And but I wasn't aware that he didn't know that was. And even when I thought about it, I was like, well, who the fuck cares? It's a fucking urn. Like, what's the big deal? And then oh, wait a minute. Yeah, fucking, if they prove that Ben is actually dead, now you got to prove how the fuck did Ben actually die? Because y'all out
Right,
here
right. Somebody killed him. Some
pretending
shady
that
shit
he's
went down.
fucking not, he's just missing.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, I think my biggest boo on it was the fact that they just cut to black instead of showing me some shit and then going to the ending. I didn't like the
With
cut
how
to black.
shit is right now in Hollywood and how we treat the cinema, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of backlash on it, for however long. And then
what's funny though?
A movie to tie it all together.
El Camino type.
Yeah,
movie.
like an El Camino type. I fuck with that. The thing I was talking with Joyce about last night. I know I'm extending the show extra long, but
He's already in trouble.
the funny thing is that we talked about this a little bit before. The idea of releasing all of your shows at once versus doing that week to week shit. I don't know about y'all. Maybe it's just my social circles or whatever, but on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, I'm not really seeing a lot of people talk about, and even over the last 3 weeks since it's been out. I know we're like delayed. It came out 3 weeks ago. I still didn't really see a ton of conversation about the finale of Ozark, which is probably why Wak didn't even think it was the finale. Which I feel has a lot to do with the fact that they released all the episodes at once, that Netflix, approach versus that week to week approach where if everybody in the world was waiting for the last there's no build up.
Yeah.
I think the binge days are coming to an end, man. I think that's
things are coming back.
I know that's Dave's shit, but
honestly,
I'm not big on the binge days anymore.
I
can't binge
I've gotten
anything.
used to my, my days when shit airs, the days that I look forward to, and I've talked about that. How it's, there's pros and cons. Like it's awesome to have a day that you look forward to, and that's your show day, and like it can make a very boring, ordinary day special. And you have your other day, they drop a whole 7 episodes at once. Like you might have a special night when you start watching them, and they're, you're great. You're glad to be diving back in, but I think I might go back on that, and I think I'm leaning more towards the episodic, the weekly, something to look forward to. I really like that.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Damn, that really does suck that I thought we were getting another season.
I know.
Yeah.
One last season.
Sorry, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah, he fucked you all up.
Well, on that note,
He's sad, yo.
do we have anything?
No.
Do we have anything to add to the stellar conversation?
Nah.
Nah, man, we've rambled on long enough.
So then you know what that means. Guys, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Remember that if you enjoyed this and you feel like you have friends and family that would enjoy this also, have them rate, review, subscribe to the podcast on their favorite podcast app. If you are watching this on YouTube and you feel like, my friends and family would like that shit too, then have them subscribe to our YouTube channel where they can enjoy this every single week. Sure. Make sure that Quest's job isn't going unnoticed. Also, remember that if you want to rep the pod out in the street and look fresh while you do it, cop some merch. InsensitiveMerch.com. Stay drippy with Drippy.
Chip.
And if you like that nerd shit, mixed with a little bit of politics, we're going to shout out our friend Rocco and Critical Mass Podcast. Because even though, he gets a little deep in his thoughts, we still love the guy. So.
He gets in his feelings sometimes.
So much. So you can watch that shit. You can watch that shit unfold and go through all the emotions with him. But other than that, guys, tune in next week. We love you. Peace. Fuck Ozark.